You have no idea the amount of ignorance we're about to get into right now.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host Jay. I'm here with my co-host Micah.
Hey.
Terrence.
What's up?
And special guest Deacon.
Hey.
All right, guys, we're back. This is episode 146, All Eyez on Me. This is obviously the 2017 Tupac Shakur biopic of sorts. So I would just, before we get into this, if you are just finding this YouTube channel or you're just finding the podcast, this is not a conversation about Tupac the rapper. This is not about whether we like Tupac or whether you do or don't. This is about a movie about Tupac. So whatever we say is about the movie. It is a review of the movie. It is not the actual movie. I hate that we have to say this every time, but apparently some people think that that's what happens here. So it is a review. Micah, would you like to start with your thoughts on that?
Oh, you sure?
You know what? Hold that. Hold that.
He's a guest. He can go ahead.
You know what? Yeah, you're the guest, Deacon. Go ahead.
First off, screw the disclaimer. Screw it, because the heat is coming regardless of whatever you say right now. The heat is coming. We all know this. So sorry if you're like big Tupac fans. Knock yourself out with your little circle jerk. This movie was trash. Straight out. So get your Twitter and your YouTube fingers ready. No, this movie was, it was nothing. I saw it at a screening when it first came out, and even just watching it just now to kind of refresh my memory. Wow, I forgot how bad it was. There's a few redeeming qualities of the movie, but it ain't much. It's like a spoonful, literally. Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know that I would agree with that, but go ahead.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what rating I want to get it, so I don't know. It's like 2 Humpty Noses out of 5 right now. It's trash.
Now, see, I'll go next. I don't agree. I think this is, as an avid Tupac fan, I'm a huge Tupac fan, as everyone knows. I thought it did such a good job at showing his lack of agency as a person. I sort of think about it as if a white guy from the 1950s did a biopic about a woman, how he would show that this woman is just flailing through life with no agency or intellect at all, and the world is just happening to them. Because that's what this movie feels like. No, I don't give a fuck about Tupac at all, actually. But it is amazingly disrespectful to him as a person. And like that to me is probably the most irritating thing, because I, as a person who is more of a Biggie fan, should come and watch this and be like, the nigga, all right. Like, I just felt bad. I'm like, what kind of disrespectful shit is this? Like, they gave him, like I said, no level of agency. He's just falling through life. It is a sycophantic view of Tupac. It is not a real view of Tupac at all. Yeah. It feels like a TV movie. The quality of it is poor. The writing is poor. The pacing is utterly ridiculous. It's like you have it on, 8x speed going through it. The sort of the breakneck speed in which they go through his life. Also, I equate the pacing to how Micah does his run through of movies when he hates the movie. Like, he just is like, let's go. Yeah, this happened. Anything to say? No. All right, this happened. The end. That's what it felt like. They were just racing to get to the end of the movie. I just thought it was bad pretty much all the way around. Only positive thing I have to say is Demetrius Shipp Jr. really looks like Tupac.
That's about it.
And the guy who plays Shock G really looked like that was pretty good casting. Other than that, no. This movie is a no out of 5 for me.
You want to go last?
I'll go next, because I feel like yours is going to be a little bit more vitriolic than everyone else's here. Look, this movie is bad. It is bad. It's really, really bad. But that breakneck speed, it didn't feel like the 2 hours and 30 minutes worth of movie that it actually fucking was.
Thank you.
Yo, this movie's mad long, but
Thank you.
It's really fast. good.
The only positive is that you can get through it faster.
No one was good. Okoye, what's her name? Danae Guerrero.
Okoye, my show.
Yes, she was awful in this fucking movie.
Really? I thought she was okay.
No, she
I
was
thought
not.
you kind of brought it.
She didn't. Like she was basically a character from The Color Purple.
Okay, well that's fair.
Like literally, not everything she said is like, "All's my life I had to fight." I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why? Every single line was like that. I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. He was like Demetrius Shipp. He looks exactly like Tupac. It's pretty fucking scary, and that's the only reason why I gave him a pass.
Yeah,
for this movie, because if he didn't look anything like him, I'm be like, yo, this is awful. Like, it's already awful.
What'd you think of his acting, by the way?
He had glimpses of being a possibly like decent like Gary Gray actor, like Randall LaRoe,
journeyman actor.
Yeah, but like overall, he was affecting his best Tupac because he just looks like the nigga. But like, god damn, it's terrible, yo. Like this was a BET movie that they threw in the movie theater.
It really
was. I'm like, nah. And what was that with fucking Snoop?
Okay,
Save it.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
That shit. Whoa.
But anyway, that was fucking weird. Overall, it's a terrible movie.
Say what I said, Luke.
The one takeaway that I got from this movie, and this is that I really like the All Eyes on Me double album. Like that album is fucking dope. Like they were playing cuts from it. I'm like, yo, that was on that. Like there's like 7 or 8 tracks in a row that I can just listen to from that album.
Okay,
that album is dope. I'm still not the biggest Tupac fan, but like that album is dope. This movie is fucking trash.
Yeah. In the same regard, I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. That is a Tupac song I remember. That is a song I liked. Like that
happened quite a few times.
It was a highlight reel, basically.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah, it was a highlight reel. Absolutely. Michael,
this movie's not good. It's terrible.
Yeah, we've done a lot of bad movies. Proud Mary, The Wiz, Insecure. Like they were really bad, man. But this is the worst movie I've ever seen. Yo, it is the worst movie I've ever seen. What? Yes, yo. Name me a worse movie.
Insecure is a worse movie.
Nah, yo. I had a good time watching Insecure.
It's entertaining.
This is not entertaining. This made me mad, yo. Like both of you said, right? It at the same time, it is a movie that rushes through his life, but feels 4 hours long. Like, I paused it halfway through, and I didn't know it was halfway through. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I got another hour and 20 minutes.
It's way too long.
This movie's way too long.
It's been that long.
Way too long.
It's as long as like an Avengers movie. And
Yo,
action's out of line. Yeah, come on.
This is like you said. The only positive thing is that the dude looks like Tupac, and he can pantomime Tupac really well.
Yeah, he can. I mean, that he nailed.
But everything about this movie is fucking terrible. I would see scenes. Right? And then they would cut. I didn't know whether they were flashbacks, flash forwards. Are we in the present? Are we in the past? He's on trial at one point. He's walking around at another point. He's back on trial. Like, what? In the same clothes? What is going on? This is the worst movie I've ever seen. The way it's put together, like, the pacing is off. It's confusing. Like, yo, if you're a Tupac fan, you need to be ready to fight somebody, man. You need to fight Benny Boone.
Not
or whatever the fuck his name is. Right.
Yeah,
We're just the messengers, yo.
It's really disrespectful to his fan base.
If I was a real
is.
fan like that, I like Tupac. I rock with him from Tupacalypse Now all the way up to Me Against the World. When he started rocking with the Death Row, like, all right, yeah, you're kind of getting wild right now, dude. But even still, if I was a fan like that, I would be pissed about this movie.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can't imagine being a Tupac fan and like defending this film. Like I just can't. I just don't see it.
on my page right now, we're defending it.
Yo, they ain't never seen it. They never seen it. Or their view of movies is
Terrible.
like, do they know what movies are? Well, your friends are retarded, yo. I'm sorry. I can't. This is bad, man. This is the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've seen Birdemic, yo. I've seen Birdemic.
The pacing in Birdemic is better put together.
It is. It is. I've got more entertainment out of every other movie I've ever seen in my entire life than this movie. This movie's bad, yo. Don't go see it.
Well, that's Michael. Do you have a score, Michael?
Yo, the number hasn't been invented yet.
It's not
Whatever 0 divided by 0 times 0 is.
That's pretty good. I think that just comes out.
God
I think
damn.
it just comes out to all eyes on me. Did you have anything about this movie that you thought was positive?
No,
Besides him
the
looking-
guy looked like him and pantomimed Tupac really well. That's it. That's
movie made
literally it.
$55.5 billion. $1 million.
Oh, that's good.
That's amazing.
That's sad. That's
They had a
sad.
$40 million budget.
Yo, we can't do biopics on these on rappers, yo. We can't.
Straight out of Compton
Compton.
would totally work. But I think you know what it is, and I hate to say this because here's the part where I'm going to piss off Tupac fans. Spoiler alert: his life isn't even that interesting.
It's not, yo.
It's just not.
He's a nigga that just couldn't stay out of trouble and died at 25. And the way people lionize Tupac, he's
drives me
he's a
nuts.
messiah.
He's a ghetto
yo.
messiah.
Nah,
they
yo.
could have called this movie the Ballad of Tupac, pretty much. It was all his highlights. It was like, God, it's like a fucking myth. That's like watching 300.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then they fought in the shade. It was crazy. What is Tupac doing? It is a weird sycophantic view of him. It doesn't do biopics well to show characters only in a positive light.
Right.
If they're not that type of person. You can show Mr. Rogers in the positive, he fucking was. Right? It'd be weird if he had a dark side, and Mr. Rogers shanked the nigga in 83. That'd be crazy. I'd still watch that movie. But if the person is a complex person like Tupac was, I don't think his story is that interesting, but at least he was a complex person, as most people are. Show that complexity. They don't show it. And it's also just and then he looked at, just longingly off into the sunset and quoted Shakespeare. Nigga, what am I watching? What is this bullshit?
And we was talking about it off air.
Yo, this movie fucking sucks.
It's really bad, yo. It's really bad. It's offensive on
man.
all levels for me.
True, really.
Cinematography,
Yeah.
which there isn't any.
Cinematography, writing.
By the way, would you be upset to know that the cinematographer for this is the cinematographer for Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Really?
Yeah,
No, that's fucked up.
Yo,
yeah.
Damn.
Peter Menzies Jr.
apparently you've fallen on hard times.
Way hard
and
time.
Clash of the Titans, so that kind of
Well,
Alright,
that makes sense.
and the Incredible Hulk. So again, that also is weird.
Yeah, yo.
But there was nothing about this movie. There was nothing about this movie to be discovered.
Yeah, elaborate on that because you were talking about that before.
we was talking about with Straight Outta Compton, the Ray Charles movie, even most recent when Bohemian Rhapsody.
Right.
With these artists, if I knew a certain amount of things about them, but there was always some points in the movie where I found something that was like, wow, okay, that's new. I never knew that. That was something to be discovered.
Right, which is what you're supposed to, in a biopic, you're supposed to dig deep into the character.
This, it was nothing. It was just his highlight reel. Oh, this is when he made Brenda Got a Baby. This is when he hooked up with Digital Underground. This is when he shot the cops. It was there was nothing to be discovered, even in between those stories at all about him or even about his relationships with his family and friends. There was nothing.
Yeah,
It just
it feels like
it was one note as shit.
It feels like they recorded a ton, and then they were just cut this. It feels like it was edited to death.
It's like they did their research on Wikipedia and YouTube.
Yeah, this is Wikipedia levels of research. You're right.
It really is. It is. There was nothing in the movie. I was like you said. I was again, not a huge Tupac person, and I was like, yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. There was nothing. I was like, oh, well, turns out.
Right.
Besides that, Tupac just wasn't a real adult in this movie. He's not an adult. He has zero agency. It's fucking weird.
He's just there.
Oh, did the cops come? Gee willikers, I don't know. My name's Tupac. What's happening around me? I'm like, what? Nigga, you're 25. Like, you're a grown-ass man. Like, what is happening in this movie? This movie sucks.
John Singleton.
Jesus fucking Christ, it's bad.
John Singleton was supposed to direct this film.
Yep.
But the studio and Singleton couldn't agree on how Tupac was to be portrayed in the film.
How about like he was in real life? It's a biopic, my
some
nigga.
depth.
Yeah.
Singleton eventually left the project completely, but has since stated that he still hopes to make his own film about Tupac. Now, look, we get on John Singleton all the time. I would watch that movie.
100%. I think he'd probably do a pretty decent job.
I think he would. He was also the only director to have been given Afeni Shakur's full blessing to tell her son's story.
Well, yeah.
Afeni Shakur died on the 2nd of May, 2016, at age 69 from a heart attack, 13 months before the film was released, probably because she saw the dailies and was like, I can't take this shit.
Anymore.
I'm going to die.
Yeah. No, look, she made the right choice.
The estate did not sign off on this movie at all.
Yeah, they were like, this movie's trash.
Yeah, even Jada Pinkett came out.
Jada Pinkett said the film contained many inaccuracies about her relationship with Tupac and why he left for Los Angeles. Smith said that Tupac never read the poem he read to her character in the film, and she never knew it existed until it was published in his book. She also said that he never attended one of Tupac's shows at his request, and there was no backstage argument. She did, however, praise the performance of Demetrius Shipp and the woman that played her, Kat Graham. Yeah.
No.
Well, let me add this, though, and kind of piggybacking with John Singleton. At the time of this article, he says, I haven't watched it and I refuse to watch it. I know that they fucked it up, so I'm not even trying to give it my attention.
Shout out to John Singleton. Like, I mean, look, he's not wrong.
Yeah,
He's not wrong.
correct.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't mind seeing him tackle that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because, he's a filmmaker.
An actual film.
Yeah.
Benny Boom is a video director.
Look. Sorry, I know people get mad. I know people get mad at us because we didn't like Belly, but this is what happens when you don't get real directors to direct movies. Movie video directors make mini movies in 3 minutes. They're 3 minutes to tell a story. Probably the reason why the pacing is nuts. It's 400 fucking music videos taped together.
That makes it even.
All he did. He was just like.
That makes it even more disrespectful. Benny Boom coming from the hip hop community as a director. Yo, do your work before you do this shit.
Nah, fuck that.
But wait,
I ain't doing no research.
I got a longer quote from John Singleton, if y'all don't mind, real quick. He kind of really goes in a little bit more. He says, I didn't want to make it for many, many years, talking about the movie. First of all, people wanted the story to be told, but I was so close to him. I was too close to tell the story of it. You have to remember, at first we had a working relationship and then a brotherhood. I saw other directors come on and something clicked in me saying I wanted to do it. I told the company, if y'all motherfuckers want me to do this, you gotta get the fuck out of my face and let me do this movie. His soul wasn't going to rest unless this movie was done right. Yeah.
Yeah, but John, he's still alive. I mean,
yeah, he's out for Detroit.
I wish they would have shown him living in Cuba. That would have made sense.
Oh no, hell no, please no.
He's Black Elvis, right? He's still alive. No, he isn't. He's fucking dead.
The interviewer, whom was interviewing Tupac throughout the film, is modeled after a real-life journalist, author, poet, and activist named Kevin Powell, who conducted numerous interviews.
Kevin Powell from the real world?
Who conducted
Shut the fuck up.
who conducted numerous interviews with Tupac throughout his career, including the one shown in the film. The interviewer's name is never given in the film, but it's obvious. It is a strong reflection of Powell. In June 2017, Powell filed a federal lawsuit against the producers of the film for copyright infringement.
All right, there we go.
You have got to be fucking kidding.
If you are out there defending this movie, you're fucking out of your mind.
Yo, no one wanted this movie to be made.
Not even Kevin from the real world.
God damn.
Okay, that is... See, now that is something to discover.
Right.
That is fucking fascinating.
But you couldn't because they didn't want to use his name. They just wanted to use his work
like,
and not credit him for it.
That sounds like some Hollywood shit to me.
Wow. Wow.
Tupac interview with Kevin Powell, Vibe,
And yes,
Vibe magazine, April
he was in the Real World New York,
Yeah, that
1992.
was like the second one. That was real. Yeah, it was the second season, right?
Yo, my nigga
Was it the
went-
first or
Yeah.
second season?
Yeah, it was the first one.
Heather B.
Heather B was in there.
Kevin out there fussing at Julie.
God damn, I'm old as shit. I remember the first season of The Real World.
Heather, you a drug dealer? Like, no, Julie, it's a beeper.
Y'all niggas are old and washed. All right, let's get into it.
Do we have to?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, we could just let it go right here. Just be like, and let's see. We're good. We still get the equal amount of hate just from that.
Sheesh.
I can't wait. So the movie opens up with Tupac at the Clinton Correctional Facility in 1995.
Can I stop right here? The movie opens up with Code Black Films.
That's not.
And that's when you know you made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, because now hold on a second, because that seems slanderous.
Yeah, that does seem slanderous. Let me go to Cold Black Films.
Code Black Films released Repentance, a psychological thriller.
Okay, all right. Your point stands. Yeah, your point stands. God damn. Repentance. You're fucking right. Jesus Christ. Wow. Yeah, they've had some fucking doozies.
Some jewels.
They've had some jewels.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. That's a good one right off the bat. All right, so it opens at Clinton Correctional Facility in 1995.
And it opens with one of many needle drops
Yeah,
that's going to be
Well,
happening.
you knew that shit was going to happen.
Right off the bat. But go ahead.
Look, I will say that at least they had the rights to a good needle drop soundtrack, because a biopic that cannot use the particular music of a musician is the worst. That is the worst. Like fake Tupac songs, like "Have you heard, man?" Like, wait, no, this is like, why is he doing a song called "Proud Mary"? This is weird. So there's a documentary filmmaker, apparently Kevin Powell from the Real World, arrives to interview.
Yo, that's fucking bananas.
That is bizarre. Interview Tupac while he's in jail.
Damn.
Then we come back to a flashback in 1971 of Tupac's mother, Afina Shakur, played by Okoye, and other Black Panther members after they are being released from prison from an acquittal. So the movie doesn't explain anything, which is
Par for the course.
yeah, it's pretty much par for the course. So I had to do a little bit of research here. So the Black Panther 21, which is the group that she's involved with that get arrested, they were actually they were 21 Black Panthers who got picked up on being suspected of planning bombings all around New York at the time. And so, or excuse me, they were called the Panther 21. And each of the 21 suspects was given $100,000 bail, which of course they couldn't raise. So the Black Panthers decided to raise bail money for Joseph and Afina Shakur, and then they raised money for the other 19 Panthers that were arrested, and they all defended themselves in court and got themselves up. They didn't hire any lawyers; they did it themselves. But she apparently learned how to raise money by reading Fidel Castro's book, History Will Absolve Me, which is also kind of interesting. But yeah, so she was for those who don't know, like, she was a big name in the Black Panthers, actually. Like, that isn't like bullshit for the movie, even though like it almost seems that way because everyone is so overly lionized in this movie. Right. But that actually is true to their story. She wasn't ever married to Marlo from
Yo, that should be all the way out. I was like, yo, Marlo is from fucking Hawaii? What the fuck is going on? He ain't killing people.
That's crazy.
No. You don't have what's a Partlow.
No, but the character he did play did kill somebody. That's why he went to jail. Oops. So she's pregnant. She ends up giving birth to another child, and then later Tupac is born. I forget what Tupac's real name, because Tupac Shakur is not his actual birth name.
Yeah, it's Tupac Amaru.
It's
No, it's something.
Lesane Parish Crooks.
Yep.
Oh,
And then
wow.
yeah, he was born. Oh no, I guess she gave birth to him. That's who she was pregnant with.
He's always,
in 71, and then in 72 she changed his name to Tupac. which is interesting. I didn't. That's one thing I learned in this movie.
I take it back. I discovered.
No, you didn't.
No.
Right. I learned it in
It's
Wikipedia.
Y'all left this shit out. Y'all fucking up.
Yeah.
Right.
So there you go. So that's the one sort of thing we were forced to learn. So then we find out that his stepdad, played by Marlowe from The Wire, Matulu, gets put on the FBI most wanted list because he did a Brinks truck robbery with some other Black Panthers, and then they killed a guy during that robbery, which is why he was eventually arrested.
And at some point too, I guess, like as Tupac was growing up, he went from being a little black kid to being a little Dominican kid, like half a second, because he was light as shit. His head was curly as hell. I don't know who did casting that week. They just said fuck it.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit. Like, who cares? So yeah, after he stopped being Cuban, and then being
you don't
black.
get him from Marlowe and Denis.
Nah, you know,
Like,
you get him.
that's
that's not his biological. Matulu is not his biological father.
Oh, well, you don't get him from Denai Guerrera
And anyone else.
Denai Guerrera and like Bruno Mars. I don't know who the hell that kid is.
Dominican Lou down the block at the bodega. That's his kid.
Yo, you in the wrong house, my nigga. Fuck out of here.
In the Bronx too, yeah.
I mean, that's true. That's true. So eventually, they get their house raided by the FBI looking for Matulu, and they of course make her life a living hell. She decides, nah, fuck that. I'm taking my kid out of a dangerous place like New York and taking them to a lovely
safe place.
metropolitan area that's safe, Baltimore. Yeah, which is hilarious. It's not like back then it was safe, nigga. This is like 1980. like nigga, I grew up here. Like, no, are you crazy? Go anywhere else. It was worse. So we fast forward at this point from him being a little kid. He is now in high school. Like, that's the first like really big jump in time, which is okay.
Like 5 or 6 years, a 5 or 6 year jump. I don't know when he moved to Baltimore, but it's
like,
87 at this point.
Right. So he's now in high school at the Baltimore School for the Arts. For those who don't know, Tupac didn't grow up. Like I just, my favorite thing about Tupac is like people being like, yeah, Tupac, man, he lived this hardcore life, and I'm like, yeah, he did. And he also went to the really fancy
he went to an art
school or art high school.
Yeah.
Like he did.
Apparently, giving really bad performances of Hamlet. Yo, this nigga,
Man, he nailed it.
doing Hamlet, speaking with his hands. Like, yo, what are you doing? Yo?
Well, Hamlet was very Italian. And then that's where we meet Jada Pinkett before she got smithed.
Wow, damn. Is that a verb now?
I mean,
That's
she
sniffed.
got that red table money now.
Yeah.
So they become good friends. Okay, I'm not in a Tupac lore aficionado. Did they ever date, or were they just really close friends?
I think they were friends.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I always understood.
Yeah, I always thought that they were friends.
They just had like a very deep friendship.
Yeah.
Which means Tupac really, really wanted to sleep with her, and it just never came.
Right, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, nigga.
I'm good. I'm about my husband in the future gonna be rich and alive.
Right.
Like, fuck all of that.
Yeah, my boyfriend from West Baltimore. I'm good.
Yeah. So they become friends, and that's not much explored in this movie, which I was actually surprised considering how much time they spend as a kid.
Yeah.
But they quickly ship him off to California, so like you never really deal with that.
He said he moved to Baltimore in 86 and he moved to California in 88. So he's only there 2 years.
Okay. All right. Well then, yeah, I guess it was pretty young.
And right off the cuff too, like we're like what 12 minutes into the movie at this point. Yo, the dialogue is so bad. like out the gate is just terrible.
Yes. All the time.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about this movie is they use modern language. Occasionally it slips up into shit in like the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, one person was like, "What's up, fam?" I was like, "Nigga, that was not a term in like 1997.
Not only did they
They use modern technology too.
Oh, really?
Did they?
Apparently there was an iPhone 7 used in this
I forgot about that.
I was looking for it, but I didn't find that scene.
Look, I'm just going by what Wikipedia says. I was nodding in and out of consciousness.
I didn't see it. I was looking at it. I didn't see it. So
But,
I think that may have been a rumor. But there were other modern things in this movie that I was like, that's
Apparently, the film is set in the 90s, but some post-2000 cars appear. During Tupac's death scene, CVS Pharmacy in the background has a 2016 logo.
I mean, those kind of things. You have to be a real hardcore person.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty hardcore. The final scene, Tupac is murdered. Spoiler alert! In front of the Westin Hotel, with it clearly showing. Tupac died in 96. The Westin opened in 2003.
like, come on, yeah.
That's a mistake that like you shouldn't have made that mistake. That's funny.
Yeah, Tupac signed his damn death row contract with a tablet.
Is this digitally signed?
Right.
Yeah, sure it is.
It's your finger, man. All right.
Do you have a stylus?
Shit.
Oh my god. So at this point, his mom is like, look. Well, okay. So the documentarian is like, did you have any relationship with, any father figures, right? And he's like, no, I met my biological father maybe 3 or 4 times. And then he talks about a guy named Lex, I think was his name. And Lex is supposed to be this sort of father figure who helps with the groceries. He kind of gives Tupac a little bit of advice, which is weird. And then he gives him some money. But then the scene is completely interrupted by him beating the brakes off someone who owed him money.
I'm like,
It's so weird because this person owes this dude some money, apparently. Yeah. And he's just walking along. He's just walking along right in front of him.
Yeah, you don't see the guy be like, nah.
You don't see the guy in a leather hat, leather pants, leather jacket, and a gold chain in the middle of the summer. What are you doing?
Right, I'd be like, I'm going to go the other way. Right.
You really just casually stroll past him.
It was like out of a Simpsons. I'm like, do-do-do-do-do. And he was like, yo, that guy owes me money. And he was like, just start punching him.
And the fact that it was D. Ray Davis threw me right. I was like, I can't take this seriously, yo. What the fuck is happening right now?
Like, why are you telling jokes?
That's even so hilarious because he literally had just dropped some jewels on him. Yeah, man, do something with your life. You're gonna be somebody. Hold on, while I fuck this nigga up.
Look, you need to get away from violence, my brother. Me? No, that's where I live.
Do something with yourself, son. Wait a minute. Who just walked in front of me?
It was fucking odd. I'm like,
let me slide.
Wait, what?
Let you slide.
What you doing, nigga? It's like, all right.
Goddamn, D-Ray.
Yo, this movie.
Yo, he just turned around and just fucking grabbed the. Hey, it looks like a fucking Dave Chappelle. He was like,
is that Rock? Telling us nothing this shit.
Where my trash at, nigga?
It's Joey. Get it, Joey.
This shit is so fucking bad. So then we see a scene of Tupac actually confronting his mother, who is clearly on drugs. Right. Of course, they don't say that. That's not made absolutely apparent until later on, but he keeps saying, I know what's going on here. I know what's going on here. And she's like, what's going on? And he's like, I don't want to say, I'm scared of you. I mean, he's still a teenager, right?
But wait, I'm sorry. But you know what? To go back with Terrence mentioned, it was like when she was still like part of Panther crew.
Yeah,
like she was damn near like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King when she spoke. Yeah, so she got on the crack. She started talking like a fucking slave and shit.
Yeah,
where you going, baby?
That shit just made me mad, yo. For real, like, all right, she's a much better actor.
Like it better than this, baby.
The script was fucking terrible, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's not her
the
fault.
writing.
Yeah.
I guess she did with the best she could.
She could. What they gave her.
Good Lord.
So, Jesus Christ. So at this point, like he sort of kind of confronts his mom, sort of kind of about the drugs, and her immediate response is, "Yeah, y'all going to go live with a friend of mine in California," and he's like, "I don't want to go," and then they have this like little argument. Keep in mind he's in high school at the time. So then we cut to a scene of him and Jada Pinkett standing on a pier in Druid Hill Park, which is interesting because there isn't one.
Not sir. No, sir.
You know how many guns and dead niggas would get thrown off a pier in Druid Hill Park? You out of your mind.
I saw that shit in the theater. I busted out laughing.
I was like, I don't recognize any of this.
Yeah, no, the lake
what is
over
this?
there has a big fucking fence.
It ain't a
over it.
lake, it's a reservoir.
Right.
Nah, you can't put niggas near a lake.
No, it's on the other end. You got it on the back end.
It's on the back there. It's like, oh, where is this in the Bible? It's in the back. Don't worry about it. So then he reads
This
this.
may have been like Liberty Reservoir or some shit. Like down the street from me.
Nah, they went out to fucking Carroll County, out to a river, and they were like, well, no, it's from
Now, you know what? I think I've seen this pier before elsewhere. I think she's like in Atlanta somewhere.
It probably is. Where was this movie filmed? Probably mostly in Atlanta. Because you can get cheap. You can get it done cheap.
Yes, sir. Sure.
That's where Code Black Films likes to make their masterpieces like this.
Jada was fine though.
I was not upset by this that casting. I thought her role was like, she had it down a little bit in the beginning. When they got older, I was like, you just playing a light skinned woman. You ain't playing nobody.
My wife was like, "Who's that supposed to be?" I'm like, "That's Jada Pinkett."
From
In the beginning, at first, I instantly knew who she was.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then when she came back, I'm like, is that his girlfriend from the chick that he was just talking to 5 minutes ago? Because they look the same. I'm like, all right, whatever, fine.
Like, oh, it's Quincy
that's
Jones.
oh, shit,
like,
what the fuck?
Like, oh, it's
Yeah,
Quincy
like-
Jones's daughter.
Yeah, that's what I thought she was when she showed back up. I'm like, but you were just talking to like 5 minutes ago. Where the fuck she come from?
Yeah.
That's whatever.
Fucking weird. So he reads her this poem, apparently. That did not
She
happen.
didn't know existed.
Yeah, well, again, you can't read it to a girl on a pier that doesn't exist either. So he reads her this poem, and he's like, look, I never smash, but I love you anyway. And, you know, I was like, oh, that's endearing. And so she cries, and she's like, you're getting soft. And he's like, oh, I'm getting soft, you crying. Oh. And I was like, oh, God. I remember seeing the video of them dancing together at Wild Worlds. I hate that I know that.
And even to go back on the whole not signing off on it, even Jada's like, yo, no, he didn't read that poem. We weren't connected like that. He didn't. He was not in love with me. This never happened.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. The fact that, look, if he wrote that poem down and never gave it to you, at least in that moment, he was absolutely in love with you. Ain't no nigga writing poetry to your friend. Fuck out of here. No, I mean, look, he liked her, and it doesn't mean he had to be a scumbag about it. But no, I'm not writing poetry. Oh, my dearest friend. No, fuck that. No, I want to smash. Allow me to smash.
Yo, this dude gets the shit.
I don't know
stabbed out of
I
him.
don't know the other words I would use in my haiku, but it would be good. It would not be good. So then Tupac is sent off to live in California, and he, as the scene is progressing,
I was like, what the fuck? No, this didn't happen.
yes, it
Stop
did.
lying.
This scene absolutely happened. 100%.
There's a woman and a dude having a fight, and she just shanks this nigga like it's prison. I was like, that didn't happen in your first day.
Yes,
Shut up,
it
nigga.
did.
Yo, she hit them ribs. Like,
She was like,
She just got out.
I'm like, yo, let me in, please. Please let me in. I don't need this in my life right now.
He said he saw someone getting murdered on his first day. I was like, yo, this is unacceptable.
You gotta come get me. I know.
Like, oh, what
I
happened?
feel safer in Baltimore.
He was.
He probably
Phrase
was
that
safer.
nobody would say in real life.
I
But
feel
if he
sick.
moved to California back in the 80s,
Yeah, I feel like
probably was
didn't
safer
he
back
move
in
to like
Baltimore.
Compton or some shit?
It was Marin
Oakland.
City. Marin
Where was it?
City.
Oh, Oakland.
Yeah.
Oakland.
yeah.
I need to come back. Nah, fuck that.
Yo,
I've been Oakland now, and it's not the best.
Look, and it's getting gentrified.
Right, they trying to regentrify it, but
I want to know what they was fighting about though. I want to know what argument
They
they were
caused her
having.
to stab that nigga.
Like, I'm tired of this shit. Like what? Toilet seat up?
Yeah, the toilet seat was up one too many times, and she was like, "You gotta go."
right. Probably fighting over a baby or
hold on a second.
That's
She
out.
stabbed this nigga in front of their kid, in front of their
3,
kid.
4. That was 5 hits.
She hit him in the face, and then was just like bow, bow, bow. I was like, God damn. She ain't even passed the knife to like another nigga as she walked by. She
you
just
better be
helped her.
careful.
She's holding her son's hand as she's stabbing her fucking.
Look, that's what mothers do when they want custody of their kids, man.
Yeah, don't
they
fuck
don't fucking
around.
stab
They
your
gonna
ass.
stab
You
you.
better be careful.
Crazy.
Look, you have it.
Well,
Yeah. No thanks.
Shit, here's the pink slip, so it's yours.
Yeah. Let me have a kid. Nah, I'm gonna kill you on this staircase. That's one of the wildest fucking scenarios I've ever seen, yo. So I'm walking to my apartment as I've just arrived in California. Stab, nigga! Stab, nigga! Like, what the fuck?
Like it's something out of a spoof movie. Yeah?
Like the background is just full of colorful characters. Like this person's getting stabbed to death. There's a rap beef going. Like, yeah, what the
Like
fuck?
I'm just surprised you didn't hear the Wilhelm scream somewhere at that point.
It's not supposed to be funny, but like when he proceeds to slide down the steps.
They got me. This bitch just stabbed me on your first day in Oakland. This shit doesn't make any sense. I hope this doesn't fuck with you for life, young Tupac Shakur. All right,
He slides right out of camera shot too. It's like
right. They only paid him for you're only getting paid for half a day. You need to just move the camera.
Maybe this movie ain't so bad after all.
No, it's bad. We just having a good time ripping it to shreds. Fuck that.
And so little did I know that Maggie from The Walking Dead is the one who launched Tupac's career. You're welcome.
whoa, what?
I didn't know that. I didn't realize the white woman.
So Maggie in my show.
Yeah, she put.
I didn't know that either. Apparently, that is true.
Is Rick Grimes? Was he his tutor? Like, what the fuck? They just picked all the Walking Dead actors. They were like, "What y'all doing on Wednesday? You want to be in this bullshit ass Tupac movie? Like, come on."
Weird. I wonder why that.
Oh, fine ass Maggie, I might add.
Yeah, she looks like somebody's mom here, but yes. So yeah, he drops out of high school and somehow gets into a what was the term? Because I wrote it down because it was ridiculous. He joins like a poetry and hip hop workshop, which might be the whitest thing I've ever heard. I'm gonna go join this poetry and hip hop workshop and see what it does for my career. He goes by the name in MC New York, which is a terrible rap name. And Maggie's like, man, if I wasn't killing zombies, I'd probably put this black dude on. And she was like, you know what? I'm not killing zombies, so I'm going to put this black dude on. And Tupac, who right now Demetrius Shipp looks like he could be playing the lead in a biopic about Kwame, is he does.
Don't front on that man's hair, man.
Yeah, somebody at this table had that same haircut, didn't you?
Who the one that's got the closest version of that haircut right now?
Damn it.
Tarzan, you have a Gumby back in the day?
Yep, I did.
Well, I believe it.
I wasn't cool enough.
No, my parents were like,
no, you can't take care of your hair now. You ain't getting more of it on your
Man,
head.
I fought for that fade. I was like, Mom, please. She wouldn't let me get that rat tail back in the day.
Wow. A fade and a rat tail?
Jesus Christ.
She's like, no rat tail, no shag. You can get the fade though. All right, cool.
I like how you just basically extorted your mom. Like, I get a rat tail. If you let me, she'd be like, all right. That's negotiating. That's negotiating down.
Right.
We go from a rat tail to a fade. So he meets. She gets him an audition with Digital Underground, and he meets Shock G. He does a little bit of rapping, and Shock G is immediately impressed because this movie doesn't have time to show Shock G being like, interesting. Just welcome to the Digital Underground. Okay, cut to 1990 Digital Underground tour.
Hold up. You want to talk about not having time to do something? The fact of the scene when he meets Shock G and the other member of Digital Underground, Money B, that's the actual Money B, the artist, playing himself when he was younger.
It's funny.
Yo, I'm like, did they run out of the budget money?
Yes.
Yo, I was like, wait, is that the actual?
Because what is Money B doing right now?
Yeah.
Shit.
Right. Yeah, what is he
Like,
doing?
yo, look, what you doing Saturday? Nothing.
Yeah, because that nigga's mad old.
He's old as shit.
Yo, these kids are like 25. Money B is like 45.
Yo, when I saw that,
you look like nice, good young talent. Young like me, Money B, who's only 20. Like, no, nigga.
I was giving the movie a chance when I was in the theater. When I saw that, like, you know what? All right, all bets off. I'm done.
That's funny. Isn't it true that Shock G, even to this day, still pretends that Humpty is a different person?
No, right? I think they gave that up.
But I remember for like a good 10 years, he was like, no, they're different people.
I think they gave that up.
He was like, that's ridiculous. No, obviously, Humpty is a different person. I'm like, this is the dumbest argument I've ever heard.
That irked the shit out of me, too. Like, when he was meeting them for the first time, like, he's for no reason wanted to do the Humpty voice.
Yeah, why would he do that?
Like, just, we know who the fuck he is. Stop.
No, they're two different people. They're two different people. That's his other persona. But yeah, so he meets Shock G, the one who put the satin on your panties, and they do the Humpty dance. Look, one of the things that made me really sad in nostalgia for this time is this is before gangster rap took over, and when rap music was just fun. Like, it just was. It was just fucking fun. Like, the Humpty dance was so fucking popular.
I hate that goddamn song.
Did you really?
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
Was not a fan.
Oh, I like that song.
Yeah, I like that song.
But I'm not going to front on Digital Underground.
No, Digital Underground was awesome.
They were good. My song from them was Do What You Like.
Yeah.
That was my shit. Yeah.
That was a good song. But, like, I'm just thinking, like, rap music at the time was so... It was... All of it was just party music. For the most part. It was all
It was definitely a lot more wide open.
Yeah.
Like, there was no template for, all right, you and me a hip-hop star. You had to follow these steps to be one. It was like everybody was kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah. And it's actually kind of sad because it took a long time for it to kind of come back to that. You got it back maybe in the late 90s for a hot second when it was sort of like
it was all about fucking then.
Yeah, it was all about fucking then. So people were like, yeah, they're cool. Yeah. Then it went back to sort of like really, sort of
what you got.
Yeah, we should totally murder people. But now it's trying to get back to that, it's a vibe type of shit. But it's all under the guise of heavy drug use.
Pretty much. I'm high as fuck.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, we're so mellow. I'm like, that's because y'all niggas can't feel your hands.
Sipping that lean and shit. Nigga, where your teeth at? Jules Santana. Shit.
Oh, damn. Sad. But yeah, it kind of makes me long for that time where it was just fun music. Not that there isn't, but just the overall culture was very different. So we get a scene of like Tupac lamenting about how like he wants to be this big solo act, right? Like he's kind of looking longingly out at an empty stage. He gets off tour. He's got money. He's feeling good. He goes back home. Everybody's, oh, Tupac, oh shit, nigga, you the shit. And he sees his sister, breaks her off some money. Now his mom is living in California again, breakneck speed.
Yeah, when the hell did that happen?
Yeah, like, when did she show up?
Are we in Baltimore again? What the fuck is going on?
This is in the past. The past part of the present, which is sometimes considered the future.
Oh, shit.
So she's there, and she's a full-blown drug addict. Tupac, being the great perfect person that he is in this movie,
he's uplifted his mama.
He confronts his mother about her drug abuse, punches a drug dealer, and nothing happens.
Right. I'm like, you would have got shot in the fucking
head. He's a fucking hero, man.
Yeah, he's a fucking superhero.
Right.
That's what his
goddamn folklore. That's what.
Yeah,
he walks up to him, punches him in the face, and the guy's like, "Ow, yo, my jaw hurt. You got it." Like, no, nigga. Like, nah. If this nigga was a drug dealer, he'd have came back and clapped his ass like either right there or later.
A little nigga, I was gonna shoot you, but I see the greatness in you
with Digital Underground.
I see what you're doing out there, young king.
I see what you can be, bro. I'm gonna let you slide.
No, the other drug dealer sitting next to him was like, nah, nigga, that's Tupac.
Nah, yo, I really like same song, yo.
That song ain't even out at this point. He was like, I feel like it's gonna be like shit.
It's on the horizon.
Look at that nigga's Gumby. That shit is amazing. Let that nigga live. I was like, yo, he would have gotten shot. You can't fuck up a drug dealer's money from a fiend and punch them and he's like, nah, you good, dog. Just going upstairs. We'll see you next week. I hope your tour was very successful.
Yeah, that was offensive.
Yeah.
The movie should have been over.
This nigga's a superhero in this movie.
Wow. Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah. Might as well be watching Hobbs and Shaw at this point. What's going on, man?
Oh, God. So at this point, he goes to Shock G. He's like, look, if I need to be able to rap and not just be a background guy, like this is fucked up. If you don't have anything from me, I'm gonna fucking bounce.
Yeah, get the fuck out then.
Yeah, Shock G's like, fucking beat it, nigga. And he was like, yeah, I'm fucking with you. I even got this song that I want you to rap on called Same song. Propelling him into what I assume is a larger position. They don't ever say that, but just the world seems to just sort of change around him, and everyone's like, everyone knows who Tupac is now.
Wait, when they showed that clip for Same Song, I literally bust the fuck out laughing. That shit was hilarious.
I hadn't seen that video.
It looked like it's been shot at goddamn King's Dominion.
It might have.
It looks
been.
cheap as
It's
shit.
very possible it was.
Why these video clips?
Yeah, it's weird because they do that. They do that again at a later point with CD covers where they Photoshop his head over Tupac's, which is really fucking weird. I'm like, you could have just left the regular cover, my nigga. Like, we know this is a movie. Like, it's fun.
Oh yeah.
So then we get a scene. Tupac is like working on Brenda's Got a Baby.
Old ass Money B hanging out.
Yeah, he got to be home by 8.
Apparently, Russell Brand is the audio engineer.
Keep working, white boy. Like, all right. Yes, Mr. Pac. And so, so Tupac is, like, I guess this is a show like that he's a perfectionist. Which is weird.
Just made him look like an asshole.
He's really knowledgeable that quick.
Oh, no, he know everything.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a perfect person. He's never wrong about anything. Then he gets a pivotal role in playing Bishop in Juice. And the documentarian says, like, hey, man, did you, did this role affect you? Because that's always been a large thing that people say about Tupac is that he was, forever affected by playing Bishop. And he's like, nah, I was taking my life and putting it into Bishop. That's what it was. And it's like, all right, I don't really give a shit. Like, it kind of deaded an actually interesting conversation.
You're punching Russell Brand. You're yelling at Russell Brand, and now you're in Juice, and now you're in Interscope. Like, what the fuck is going on, yo? There's no flow. There's no flow.
We don't have time to wait and transition. We gotta go.
And Trippy told
Interscope, Juice.
Right, yo.
Above the rim, dead. Slow down, man. This movie isn't in 3 acts. This movie is in
literally
300
within
acts.
5 minutes, he went from Brenda's Got a Baby to Interscope. like, god damn.
Okay, so I don't know. Was Digital Underground under Interscope?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so just understand the pacing here. He's with Digital Underground. They put him on as far as like pushing him up more as like a solo presence, right? Not as a solo act, but as a solo presence. And he then immediately, according to this movie, I guess, dumps Digital Underground and then goes out on his own on Interscope?
He was. The Digital Underground was under Interscope.
Okay, so then he didn't have a contract with Interscope at the time, but he was in the band? What the fuck kind of contract is that? Now, you can be with us. You don't got no contract, my nigga.
Well, they were with Tommy Boy Entertainment. And then they went to Interscope?
Yo, what is going on?
I don't know.
Did they join Interscope
TNT
after
Records, Tommy Boy,
Tupac
Warner
did?
Brothers, BMG Records, Jake Interscope, and Universal Records. God damn.
Like, so he made Tupacalypse Now before he had a record deal? It's fucked. I don't know.
I have no idea. No, or didn't Tupacalypse Now, didn't that come out? That's a dumb fucking title for an album. I'm sorry.
Nah,
it is.
I thought it was dope when I first
I know, nigga. How old were you? You were 13?
Right, when you were a teenager.
Yo, Tupacalypse Now, yo. Yeah.
But I'm sorry, yo, as an engineer, me and Pac fighting. I'm trying to get this shit right, yo. We about to fight for real.
Turn my vocals up, nigga.
Like, you don't get the fuck out of my goddamn ear. Yo, I'm about to throw your ass through the goddamn booth. Get out of my face.
I don't think Russell Brand.
Tupacalypse Now.
Russell Brand can't do it.
Tupacalypse Now came out in 91.
And he was under Interscope then, or no?
And he was under Interscope, yes.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, he has a meeting with Interscope Records. Again, they don't have time to wait.
Believe me, music. Okay.
Right. He's at Interscope, like, no, you got to play Brenda's Got a Baby. You got to put that on the track. No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay.
What the fuck? No, it was more like, no, yes, no, yes,
maybe,
no. Put in the tape. You feel that shit? Yeah, I feel that shit. Okay.
But I heard it 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I heard it when you weren't here, man. Like,
I don't know what the difference is between now and then. Like, all right.
Like, shalom.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird.
Now he's all right. Fine. You got Brenda's got a baby. Now you're in a park. What the fuck? I just don't. I don't know what the fuck is going on in this movie. Like, what is the point of it? What is the point?
Of the movie?
Yes.
To tell the legend.
The legend
Tell the story of Tupac.
Tupac.
This. I would be so fucking mad. I would be so fucking mad, yo.
The Ballad of Amaru.
He's in a park. He starts a fight.
No, we're not there yet. He put his mom in rehab at the Sheltered Hands Treatment Center, which is important. And then he gets beat up by some cops and arrested for jaywalking.
God damn.
But of
Shit's
course,
moving.
but of course, when that happens, Tupac, because like again, this conversation didn't happen in real life. As they're throwing him up against the wall, he's like, "That's not a part of Penal Code 4." Like,
Damn, shut up. That man know your rights. You need to wake up, brother.
Yo, shut up, yo.
Yeah, that shit was ridiculous. You need to know, like, Penal Code 4, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they really seem to be listening as they were throwing your head against the pavement. And so then he gets arrested for jaywalking. Then
I like when people quote the law.
In the midst of
as if it's gonna matter.
Like that's gonna say, oh well, you do make a good point, nigger. Just leave you alone then. Like, nah, yo.
And he's gonna beat you to death. They don't give a fuck.
It's your shoe shine box. Go about your way.
Yeah. So it's really ridiculous. What? Well, he basically did a well actually. And he's like, well, actually, it's not a part of people. They were just like,
Right.
it's like, no, nigga, we don't care.
If you know all that shit, why the fuck aren't you a lawyer then, nigga?
Like, it worked for that. It worked in that Jay-Z song. No, it didn't. You're dead. Knock it off. So yeah. Then there's the incident at Mirren Park or Mirren County or whatever.
Yo, I swear to God, they recycled actors in this fucking movie.
Like good
Because I
times.
swear these niggas look like in other scenes.
No, they were actually. They were when he
The guys that he gets into a fight with?
yeah
the
they,
park?
They were.
No, they were in the movie earlier when he gets to California the first day, right before the fucking shanking.
shit.
They were standing there when he walks
okay.
by. They live in his apartment.
Yo, they just ran out of the budget, the money. Like, yo, we got
Oh,
nothing
so they
left.
just seen him come up and now.
Yeah, so
they
that's
angry.
why. That's
I was
what.
about to say, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah, they actually were.
I think
were,
they hit later on in this movie too somewhere.
Oh, no,
At, like
they
a
were-
concert or some shit.
No, they were probably just at fucking death row. Like one of these niggas is Suge Knight.
You know, the fight is so random. It's like, soon as he comes through the gate, boom, fight.
Yeah, because
Can I get a pretzel first? God damn.
right, they're like, you ain't never done nothing for the hood. You don't rep the hood and all that shit. I'm like, nigga, I live upstairs from you.
They're right.
Like this nigga lives in his apartment complex. I ain't never seen you in the hood. Nigga, knock on my door. I'm right here.
Hey, crackhead Ghostface Killer. I'm your neighbor, yo. I'm your neighbor.
Oh damn, he do. Oh,
Yeah, he does look like
Where my clock's at, son?
oh god damn. Oh damn.
Ghost and felt a hard time,
Oh
yo.
damn. Fish scale, nigga. Like wait, what?
Damn stocks.
Yo, this is the worst. This is the worst cover band of Wu-Tang I've ever seen. These four niggas, oof, looking rough. And so they start beefing or whatever. And again, it's like, yeah, you ain't from the hood, whatever. I'm like, again, they live right upstairs from you. And I guess they're mad because Tupac is getting money, and they are not. And so they get into a fight, and apparently a kid gets killed. We don't know this. We only see a mother holding her child. I was under the impression, because I don't know all of Tupac's life, because again, I don't give a fuck. I thought she was just holding her kid, protecting her kid.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But they don't say that kid got murdered until like 30 minutes later in the movie. There was like, well, the kid, a child was killed at the, Marin County incident with you. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I was just supposed to fucking know that.
And moms knew the kid was shot immediately. That's not how shots work. They're like, wow, my baby shot. Yo, hold up.
Like, did you see it? Amazing.
You don't want to try to get him out of there?
No, just hold him.
Yeah, just hold him in the middle of the park. Because,
All right.
Yeah,
like, who the fuck was aiming at what? In this particular scene for that one kid to get shot.
Right.
I was like,
Well,
there
as
was like so many other targets. That nigga was shooting at the ground or some shit. Like, what is happening?
well, as we'll learn later, you could be sitting in a car and someone shoot into the side of it, and one person who's big as a fucking house never gets hit.
Right?
I have my own theories about Tupac's murder, and it mostly has to do with Suge Knight did that shit, because that nigga is way too big to not get hit by a stray bullet.
Yeah,
No,
something.
You can't miss that fucking Coogee sweater.
No, come on. He had a Coogee sweater on at 350, 6'9", or whatever the fuck size Suge Knight is. Then he had to cut the top off that little ass BMW so he could fit in it. Get the fuck out of here. I couldn't see him.
Driving a fucking Yaris.
Yeah, come on. Tupac was like 170. They nailed that nigga 9 times out of 9. Get out of here, yo. Knock it off.
And his sleep was leaned back.
Yeah, like, come on, yo. So then Tupac goes to see Marlo, who looks like every black Jesus painting in your grandparents' house. Nigga, that haircut, yo, he looks like Black Jesus.
That's Black Jesus from Good Times.
Yeah, like...
That was Ned DeWino.
Yep.
Look at that. Like, he's got the crown of dreads and shit. Yeah, he's looking like concerned.
Black
like,
Jesus, you were on a day.
Black Jesus. Nah, yo, Marlo's Black Jesus. So he goes to see him and he's like, you got to get your message out there. You got to change. You got to bring the revolutionaries and the hood niggas together. And I'm like,
I can't deal with
how
that.
does that work? Like, okay, here's a larger conversation to be had. Because they bring this up later on. The idea of using sort of revolutionary topics and trying to, bring the black community, out of the mire that's been put in by white America. How do you do that by using negative symbolism and negative stereotypes about your own people? Because aren't you reinforcing the thing that's being holding you down? I mean, it seemed like a really odd tactic, and I never see it work.
Well, what I got from the scene is Black Jesus was trying to educate Tupac to some of your songs gotta be revolutionary. They can't all be the negative shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But I think you can use art. Art has been used as propaganda
since forever.
Yeah, since forever. And I get it. I don't know why we don't do it more often. Or if we do, I'm just not aware of it.
I don't think it's. I don't want to say, because I know the response will be, but then what about this artist? Yes, of course, there are examples of everything. But I don't think, sadly, mainstream rap music, I will say specifically, it doesn't have that angle as much as it used to.
Yeah. Money came into the play.
Yeah.
Before, even when we was talking about the digital underground, those days, EPMDs, De La Souls, NWA.
Yeah, we used to do it.
Yeah, everybody was doing their own thing, and at the same time too, there was really no money in this. Record companies didn't give a shit. Look, that's why the videos was kind of all over the place. It wasn't this standard bitches, cars, champagne. Everybody had these artistic envisions to the concepts, right. But so the record companies didn't care. So you can make good music, you can make quality music, but once the money came into it, and they said this is profitable. They start, all right, this is the box. Get all that positive bullshit out of here. This is what you got to make. This is what you got to make to sell. It's not a mistake that now that the music's dumbed down, that's why you see so many motherfuckers getting awards, getting Grammys and shit. Mm. We never saw Public Enemy get a Grammy. We never saw De La Soul get a Grammy. That was dope ass music.
And they will far better than some of these niggas.
Right.
Now.
It's not even a question.
Better.
It's not even a question.
Meanwhile, fucking Post Malone and shit.
For the longest time, I did not know that was a real person. I thought that was you just calling people post millennials or some shit.
I thought it was a store fucking Trader Joe's and shit.
Yeah.
Post Malone. They got some great guava there. It's ripe, it's fresh.
Calm down to Post Malone's. They'll hook you up. That's fucking funny. But yeah, I mean, I do like some Post Malone songs. Most of it has Sway Lee in it though. But I do think that is a real sadness that has happened to that music, right? The music was not just shake your ass, have fun music, although there was plenty of that.
Right.
But it was about reflecting the communities and the places that they come from. And that's not to say that there's not music.
Yeah,
I know, look, we're four old washed niggas, I know.
We've all heard of Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, just relax.
I ain't washed, fuck them.
I'm washed, nigga. I'm still cool. Cool is still, is that the right word to use?
I'm fly. I'm deaf.
Damn.
The bomb. But it's the answer is no to all of this. But it's sad that the percentage of the music is mostly just drug affected, like
Just vapid and just
it's just vapid
bullshit.
music. Yeah, it really is. And again, there are absolutely exceptions to that rule. Kendrick Lamar is one of those. J. Cole is one of those. Although I find J. Cole generally pretty boring. Just have any features, my nigga. Any feature. But there are people who are saying positive things. We're saying, it doesn't have to necessarily be super positive things, but real shit.
Right.
Right? And like, you got to address those, but they're so few and far between. I mean, for every Kendrick Lamar, there's fucking 25 Migos. Right? And I don't just mean the niggas in that group. I mean copies of them. Skirt. Yeah. And look, that's not to say I don't like some of their stuff either, but it's just we've lost that balance between
the balance is way off.
It's 90-10 bullshit to conscious stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like it kind of saddens me that our music has been utterly destroyed in that way. So again, I expect much hate from that comment, but it's a reality.
They're gonna be mad, baby.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to be mad. So the documentarian calls Kevin Powell, calls Tupac out by saying, "Yeah, you talk all this revolutionary shit, but then what's the next song that you put out after the shooting, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's I
Get Around.
I Get Around." And he's like, "Look, I'm allowed to do like the fun music. Why can't I do that and speak to my people?" Do you guys think that you can? I mean, I guess the reality is, yeah, you can have a balance.
He did have a balance. He had Brenda's Got a Baby. He had Keep Your Head Up. He had Dear Mama. He had some other shit. But then he had like America's Most Wanted.
So okay, but this is the thing about the movie that kind of drove me crazy. They only ever played the Tupac music that was all the like, look how innocent and positive Tupac is.
But he did,
he had mad songs that weren't Brenda's Got a Baby.
They didn't play Holla If You Hit Me.
They played Hit 'Em Up.
I'm not. Okay, I'm just saying that the percentage of what they played of Tupac's music versus the percentage of his album,
like positive shit.
It was mostly positive shit. Right. And again, that is lionizing him. And again, I don't care that he plays. I don't care that he did Hit 'Em Up. I don't think that hurts black people or on some like hardcore level. I don't think it does hurt us like that. Like, you can talk about the shit that you want to talk about, and you can have some fun. Like, I'm a fucking murder use music. Look, I also enjoy that. But that being said, just the way the movie framed it, like even how they framed, like, these black mothers were really upset with your music, and he was like, there's saying that you call all women bitches and hoes and you don't respect them, and then the very next song he does,
keep your head up.
Yeah, keep your head up. And I was like, I was like, did they put it in like that to show like that was like, actually, he did do other stuff? Or is it because the way it came off in the framing of the movie was it was a direct response? Yeah, which, if it's a direct response, then kind of fuck you, dude. Like, bitches ain't shit but hoes and shit. Keep your head. Oh, y'all complaining? Keep your head up. Like, all right, come on.
But that was Snoop, and that was like 94.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying.
The needle drops had no subtlety at all. Just none.
No.
It was like right on the nose every time.
Especially not the gospel music when he got shot at the end.
I was like, get the fuck out of my gospel.
I just turned the shit off.
What'd you say? Somebody on the Jackson.
And goddamn Kirk Franklin, what the hell?
It should have been Kirk Franklin. Fuck that.
Fuck you, Satan, nigga.
I think Kirk Franklin album. Satan is a nigga.
Fuck that nigga Satan.
Yeah, fuck that nigga Satan. That shit was wild. So
I wish that was real so bad.
Dude, we were haunted. We were like, yo, did he tweet that shit? That's amazing. So then he goes to a party at someone's house. I guess, we're not told, but I guess this is to welcome his mom home from rehab. I guess that's what we can
I don't know
garner
whose
from
house
that.
it is.
No, she just went down to Walgreens and shit got lost.
Yeah, she's back. She good. So they're talking. His mom, him and his mom are talking on the back porch. He's got on a sweet Carl Kanai shirt.
Yeah,
and two herringbone chains.
Tearing up the back of his neck like shit, probably.
A Carhartt jacket.
Yo, this nigga was like mad 90s. Yo, if the 90s was an image, it was Demetrius Shipp Jr. in this exact scene. God damn. Yeah, my parents would never let me get a herringbone chain.
Oh shit!
Like, nigga, you are too broke for that. Or we're too broke for that. So then somebody comes on, they're like, they talk about Tupac on the TV. And he comes in and dumbass Dan Quayle,
sitting there talking about
potato ass nigga Dan Quayle, I guess is they don't actually play what he says about Tupac, but I guess what he's saying is like he's bad for the community and his music is offensive.
Like at the same time, like NWA was out as well.
Yeah.
So it was like all them niggas.
Oh yeah, no,
Like
100%.
niggas with attitude. Talking about fuck the police. Like, well, yeah.
I mean, I get it. I even support, I even support it.
It's my national anthem.
Yeah. Yes.
I got my grandmother to buy me that when I was a kid.
You're in NWA?
NWA and Easy, yeah.
Fuck the police.
No, the two, the whole joints.
Wow.
Did she know what NWA meant?
No idea, my nigga.
Like, huh?
Like, what do you want with Northwest Airlines?
Yeah, it's about travel, Grandma. They going around the world
when I
partying.
grow up.
Yeah, it's my birthday. He said, what you want for your birthday? I was like, oh, God, I just heard fuck the police on that from my buddy's house. I want NWA, ETE. And at the time, my grandparents had a record shop. And she had no idea, baby.
You're like, yeah.
Don't listen to it. Just buy it for me. Thanks, Grandma.
No, I'll put it on. No, you don't need to do all that.
Chill, man. Chill, Grandma. Chill.
Give it here. Just give it here.
You good. So his mom gives this very down on the farm. Color purple.
She was doing it, man.
She was in.
She's giving it up right there.
She was like, they're gonna have a target on your back
to destroy
They're gonna
yourself.
give you the tools to destroy yourself. You gotta. I'm like, shut up. God
Until you do right by me.
It was so.
he might as well have been getting his face shaved up with a straight razor as she was giving that fucking speech. Come on back, Celia. And so we're never doing that movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here. If y'all ever do it, I'll freaking do it.
I mean, we have to do it eventually, right?
That'll be the last episode.
Eventually, what?
That's the last episode.
The last one.
That's the last episode.
When all black
Good night,
people
everybody.
stop
That's the end of the universe right there.
When we find out Trump has put slavery back in place, it's like, it's going back in place June 3rd. We're like, all right, last episode. It's going to be the color purple.
You got some slave masters ready for you?
The best. Beautiful. So
Have y'all ever seen? I know you've seen it.
What?
Color Purple.
Yeah.
I made it about halfway through before wanting to blow my brains out.
I know who Celia is.
My mother has seen the movie enough
it.
for me.
You're just like guilty by association. Like, I don't even. My mother doesn't like that movie.
Yo, my mom, that's my mom's favorite movie. She's seen it on fucking Broadway, my nigga.
Wow.
My mom loves that movie.
You know what my mother's favorite movie is? Die Hard.
Damn, she really is your mother.
Yeah, that's why it's my favorite
She
movie.
right good
Because she
shit right
fucking
there.
like we used to watch this shit all the time.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Meanwhile, Color Purple is every other black mother's favorite movie.
I mean, there are a lot of similarities between Die Hard and The Color Purple.
Yeah. Okay.
They're both movies. And there's a black person.
I try.
No,
I know. I've seen The Color Purple.
It's a part when they drop Mister from the
I don't
building.
get it.
Same thing.
I just don't get it.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I think it's an older black woman. There's a connection there. Just having to put up with niggas bullshit. I think black women still hate Danny Glover to this day. I swear to God. Like there's no older black woman who saw Lethal Weapon.
I wish you would have cut your ass. Hey, all right, take
I know,
Hey,
man.
that was like
I'm an actor. I ain't going to see no fucking Predator 2.
Riggs.
So Tupac decides to go to a club in New York after all this shit goes down, and he brings his rotund friend on stage, one Biggie Smalls. Oh, now,
shit,
correct me if I'm wrong. He's the same actor from Notorious.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Wasn't he affecting a better Biggie accent?
I
in
didn't see
Notorious?
Notorious, and based on this performance, I don't want to see Notorious.
Yeah, that's
I think it's about right. I think it's about the same one.
No, in the
really fucking
this
bad,
scene,
yo.
In this scene, I'm like, that's not right. But
No.
then later on, he affected
He had a
the
little bit more.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck kind of weird ass shit was that?
I feel like I need to see a
was
clip
very
from
bizarre.
Notorious to see the accent that he does.
No, this was pretty much it.
Like,
But it was a little bit. He had a little bit more energy in that other movie. This nigga, he sounded like he looked like he was about to go to sleep.
Yeah,
in every
yeah,
scene he was in.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm like, yo, was Biggie slow?
I was like, nigga, you got
Y'all saw Notorious?
Yeah.
something sorry.
Anthony Mackie played Tupac in Notorious? Nigga,
I feel like we should do that.
oh man, I kind of want to do it now.
we were technically supposed to do these movies back to back.
I thought y'all did Notorious.
We haven't done it.
Shit.
Not yet, no.
Oh.
Yo,
I've seen it though.
I've never seen it.
The Coco Beware of the Marvel Universe
Wow.
played Tupac in Notorious, yo.
That's funny. So, okay, if you had to pick, before we move on, if you had to do a Tupac movie, who, like a good Tupac movie, who plays, actually, you and I talked about this before you guys got here. I said that they should have done, after Straight Outta Compton came out and it was popular and well done, they should have just done a series of these movies, but all connected them, right? With like the same actors, like
Yeah,
moving
like the
within
hip hop cinematic universe.
Right.
Yep.
Right? If you're doing this and you're doing a Tupac movie properly, who plays Tupac? At their prime of their career. Doesn't have to be right now.
Who plays Tupac?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't have a problem with this guy playing Tupac.
You know who I say? Romani Falco.
I think he may have played Tupac.
No, he played MC Hammer.
MC Hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer.
Which, by the way, when you look at the video, you're like, that's not bad. Like, that's actually not bad. The movie was probably trash, but yeah, it's not bad. Maybe he did play
Oh, yeah, the
Tupac
movie was
as well.
trash. I seen that shit.
Wow, no. Did you also see Flex play Michael Jackson? What the fuck?
I sure did.
I saw that too.
No.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
that was a travesty.
Romani Falco.
Ramalco, yeah. I can see that.
I feel like he did. Maybe
Yeah, I like him as an actor anyway.
Did he play Tupac already?
I don't know, but I keep wanting to call him Romani Falco.
That's what I just said. Yeah, it's Malco.
Yeah.
Falco and shit, really, right?
Yeah, he actually would have been a pretty good Tupac.
Well, he's
a far better actor.
Well, he was a rapper for a minute. Had a whole group and everything. I bullshit you not. The video used to come on fucking Rap City. College Boys. No, shit was actually dope though.
Was he any good?
Yeah, no, he did. It was good music. It was good shit. I'm not even like overselling it. It was decent for that time.
Yeah, you starting to add a couple of categories for that time on a Wednesday. If there's nothing else to listen to, like, all right, it don't sound like you like this music. So yeah, he brings Biggs up, and Biggie raps. One thing I will say is he's got Biggie's mannerisms down. That kind of like too big to move, like
not very difficult.
Then we just get a scene of a woman's large ass,
Which I didn't mind.
Yeah, that woke me up.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
oh.
now here's where my brain was like, this is not 1990 nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
the underwear.
Like no, the women
They
in this
didn't
movie.
build women like that.
No, these
back in the day.
these were
Shit, where y'all live at?
Oh yeah,
these
yeah.
were 2010 thoughts. They wasn't 1999 nothing.
Yeah, okay, that's
I was
fair.
like, no, this is unacceptable.
Yeah, these are Instagram models.
Yeah, these are Instagram women.
I
These
saw
ain't-
chicks like this all the time down Lexington Market. What the hell y'all talking about?
like these.
I mean, good luck.
Nah, these women were not of the time.
He's out there hacking.
I was like, fake news. No.
Yeah, because this
no.
one chick has got the half body tattoo.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Nah, that was
this is
not
not
a thing.
1992. No.
Damn, you can't even get 90s chicks anymore. Like, they still got 1950 cars they use in old movies. Like, you can't even find 1950 thoughts anymore. Like
Like
1990
I was
thoughts.
a little offended
You prefer your
about this.
You preferred your women of that era.
No, look, I prefer the women now. But if you're going to be accurate,
You need,
Where's the
you need
integrity?
flatter booties.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
Like Sir Mix-a-Lot, the Sir Mix-a-Lot video,
Yeah,
Baby Got Back.
that
None of them women have back.
Right. That is the
Watch that
accurate.
video now is ridiculous. Yo, watch that video now. It's like, yo, it's
I'm like, none of them got
And
it.
if white women were jealous of that,
It's like no ass in that
what
video.
the fuck?
White women have bigger asses than them now. You could put white women in that Baby Got Back video, and people would be like, "That makes sense."
White
back
women
then.
back then must have had concave asses. Yo.
Oh,
Like,
nah,
the shit
they,
just
they
went,
had to.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You white boys got shot.
Look at her butt. I was like, yeah, look at it. Where is it? Where is it, Brenda? Calm down. Yeah. So, 2019.
Yeah, literally, as soon as that showed up, I was like, "That's unacceptable." No, but that was weird. At this point, like this movie is terrible anyway. That was just, and the inaccuracy was just it just was
the unmitigated goal.
Yeah.
So then, this might Again, I don't know a lot about like Tupac, like hardcore history of Tupac Shakur. Here's what I do know: this conversation between him and Biggie, this never happened. You know how I know? Because this is on the most insane amount of bullshit. Where Tupac explains what power is to what could only arguably be said as a retarded Biggie Smalls.
Yo.
Biggie Smalls is like, you keep talking about power. What are you talking about? Yo, we gotta change. Yo, we can change the world and all this other stuff. And Biggie's like, I'm just trying to make me. Like, yo, why is Biggie Smalls retarded? Yo, why?
Hold up. Hold that.
This is offensive to Biggie, who I'm a fan of. Come on. Also, this nigga's not fat enough to be big.
Thank you. I thought it was just me.
No, he's not fat enough to
He
be
was
big.
more tall enough.
Right.
Nah, my nigga.
Biggie was like 6'4", 6'5".
Biggie was he?
Big.
Biggie was
I didn't realize he
fucking
was tall as shit.
He was
Oh, I
the
didn't know.
kingpin, yo. Like he was fucking huge, man.
I mean, I knew he was a large gentleman. I didn't realize he was that tall.
Wait, hold up a second. So I'm looking at this scene again.
This nigga is mad small to be big.
I didn't even notice the
He's
shit.
small.
Is that a fucking backdrop of the cityscape?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yes. They didn't have time to get to a real balcony.
You can't find a balcony with a cityscape backdrop.
Nah.
You gotta do this bullshit.
They could have gone to Kramer's apartment.
This is the shit.
Or,
This is the shit they got at the fucking arena. We taking pictures at the concert and shit.
Yeah, you got to throw the money down.
Oh, he was only 6'2". Never mind.
Good
I thought
God,
he was
yo.
taller than that.
Where's the straw wicker chair? How about that?
Yeah, they could have put that out there. God damn.
They had a budget in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
This movie
so-
sucks. Sorry.
Yeah, it does.
I know y'all mad.
I'll be mad. This is
Yeah,
fucking
fucking
trash.
tattoo.
Out there circle jerking and
Look at
shit.
that tattoo. No. I'm sorry. I'm not even paying attention to what these niggas are talking about right now. But like the side body tattoo on this chick, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's not a thing in 1995. It's just not. So then, after their conversation about power, as Tupac, because he's so wise, he has to school young Biggie Smalls about the game.
Let's go fuck these hoes.
He then, he's like, we gotta be positive and da 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 da. And then he wakes up after fucking, I guess, 17 women. Like, nigga,
Yeah,
what
like
the
Black
fuck?
Dynamite and shit. Like, what the fuck? All right, yo.
Baby.
All right.
Go bring the rest of the
Like,
bitches.
All right.
yeah. Like, we need to come together. And,
We need to collect the size.
Yeah, we need to come. Also, that woman's tits are very 2019. Those are not 95 fake titties. Also, in 95, like, I feel like fake tits weren't that prevalent.
Yeah.
Not even in music videos, they weren't that prevalent.
Not yet.
Nah.
Not by black women.
No,
Yeah, not
definitely
black,
not black women. So Tupac, he wakes up. He's writing rhymes after getting, walking knee deep in pussy all night. I guess
He was always right, man. He was a genius.
he was a genius. Then Curtis Blow comes to singing. His agent, and I'm like, nigga, it's not 1982.
Yeah,
why are you
still
dressing?
rocking it?
I just found that off-putting the entire time he was in this movie.
Just like fucking Run DMC.
I thought
Like
we-
their manager.
no dishes manager and shit.
No, I'll put y'all on. Like, nigga, you a
Ryan DeVoe,
65?
Ryan DeVoe, daddy. The shoulders bouncing.
So then Tupac is running out of money because he's being sued in all these court cases. And so he goes to the guys at Interscope and he's like, run me my money, bitch. And they're like, all right, Mr. Pac, no problem. Sorry about that. And as he's walking out, like everything else in this movie, it's just happenstance that a large egomaniacal person is walking in named Suge Knight.
What's up, Lo?
They've already met. We don't know that. They just show, yo, what up, Suge? What up, Tupac? Okay, shouldn't their meeting have been something like an iconic moment in the movie?
Yeah, you would think so. But.
Nope.
How did the meeting go upstairs? Hey, you know how it is. All right.
Yeah, you know how to. Yo, if you're trying to, if you need anything, you let me know. Even outside this music business, like I kill a nigga. Suge Knight is one of the most terrifying people in human history. Like if Suge Knight existed, thank God Suge Knight exists in a time of laws. Like if because he don't even give a fuck about the ones that exist now.
He's a fucking warlord and shit.
Yeah, he would be. Like that nigga, I'm glad that nigga, his family got brought over here. Because if that nigga lived in Africa, he would have killed half of Africa. Like he would have. By his own bare hands. Every person who plays Suge Knight is a dangerous person in real life. They're not acting.
Apparently, Marion approved of his portrayal in this film.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Because he was a fucking lunatic.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, that's me.
Wait,
But I ain't kill those people. All right, sure.
I'm legally blind though. Is that me?
6'2".
Suge Knight seems like he should be 6'5".
Seems like he's a beast. He seems like he's a lot bigger.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because we were younger back then.
Maybe.
So we see them as like these big
literal
motherfuckers.
giants. Yeah, literal giants. I mean, that being said, I'm still afraid of Suge Knight, and that nigga's blind. Isn't he old and blind now? Like,
He's in jail for like the rest of his life.
I can't see. I'm an old man. Nigga, you're 45 and you can still bench 400 pounds. You're not innocent.
He's born at 65. He's my mother's age.
Yo, nah, fuck that. I'm not fucking with that nigga until he's in the grave. I'd be like, poke him with a stick. Is he alive? Nope.
6'2", 265. Ain't that big.
Yeah,
He's a terrifying.
I really thought that motherfucker was like 6'4".
He has definitely slimmed down. He was definitely over 265.
He's probably pretty big. I don't know.
Isn't The Rock like 6? Isn't he like 265 or more than that? Nah, Suge Knight got to be bigger than The Rock.
I don't think so.
What, weight wise or height?
No, weight wise.
Oh,
I don't think so. Like, The Rock is fucking huge.
Yo, Suge Knight don't have no kind of muscle mass that you can see. He's just big.
Just big.
He's like Kingpin. He's like the
Right,
Kingpin.
he's the real Kingpin.
Yeah.
Like, all jokes aside, he
He's
probably
just
should.
fucking strong.
Like, if he could act, he could have played the Kingpin in the movie. I'd be like, oh, Suge Knight got cast as Kingpin?
that seems
about right.
I'm totally fine with it.
Like, here's some lines. Nah, nigga, I don't need no lines.
Yo,
All
if
right,
Suge Knight was the Kingpin, like Charlie Cox, the actor, would be in danger. I don't think he would realize that this is just a set. We pretending to be evil here, buddy.
He's like, no, you want me to kill this white boy? Like, nah, yo.
this motherfucker's goddamn jumpsuit. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, because they had to tape 9 small niggas' jumpsuits together for that
Yo.
shit. He was huge. And that nigga slimmed down to be 265. Nah, that nigga at his height, nah, fuck that. He's a terrifying person, man. So Tupac meets, at first, because the dialogue was so poor, I couldn't hear it. I thought they said this guy was Nas, and I was like, one, this casting is terrible.
Wait, hold the fuck up.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, who, and what's his name, like Neil or some shit like that?
It's
Nigel?
Nigel, yeah.
Nigel.
I thought he said his name was Nas. I'm like, what the fuck? Who
I
the
was
fuck
like,
is...
yo, Nas wasn't a... I was
First
like,
of all, Nas was like 12.
right. Nasir?
Oh, wait,
Nasir, don't you have some lines for me? I told you I was going to beat your ass. Like, hold on, let me slow
hold
down.
up though. The actor that played Suge Knight is Dominic Santana. He actually played Suge Knight before on a USA crime drama called Unsolved: The Murders of Tupac.
That came out afterwards.
Oh, my bad.
That came out
Okay.
after All
So
Eyes on Me.
he got picked up again. Like,
He just
yo,
reprised his role in that USA document.
I mean, who else is he going to fucking play?
shit.
This thing is, his credits are going to be like Suge Knight, Suge Knight, Suge Knight, Suge Knight.
Fine with it. Like,
Oh man, all right,
that money.
shit.
Get that work.
Get that work.
So yeah, this guy Nigel, which is a fucking British ass name.
He was country as shit. Where was he from?
I think it was from like fucking South London.
The real guys, the real guy that this person is supposed to be portraying, his name is Jacques Agnat, aka Haitian Jack. He is a Haitian-born music executive producer and promoter of the rap industry. He's worked with several artists, including Tupac and Biggie. Some believe he was involved in the botched robbery at Quad Recording Studio in 1994, in which Tupac was shot. However, Haitian Jack denies any involvement. Nah, nigga, you did it because your name is Haitian Jack.
Nah, you know what? No, you didn't, because I don't need that kind of blow black. Nah. Haitian Jack, you good. You good. Totally innocent, my nigga.
Nah, yo, you don't get nicknames like Haitian Jack.
No, that's because you murdered somebody.
Right.
Oh shit, so here comes Haitian Jack. Yeah, you get the fuck out of the way.
Here comes Black Jack J. Like, nah, yo, get the fuck out of here, yo. That means you stabbed the nigga 21 times. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. That's incidentally, that's that woman's name from that apartment. Haitian Susan. She was like, nah, nigga, fuck that. Then we get a scene of Haitian Jack giving Tupac a Rolex, which was weird. And then, again, this is a conversation that never happened. Biggie's like, be careful. Yeah, be careful, man. I know you're such an innocent, sweet, perfect boy. Me, being the innocent person I am, one Biggie Smalls is looking out for you, Tupac. And I love you because you my brother.
Oh my God.
Don't. I'm like, all right, nigga.
You mind if I sit down for a minute? I'm tired.
You know how this heat be. Like, nigga, you got on a leather vest and long sleeve shirt. It's 80 degrees
And
out.
you fat. Like, what the fuck is going on, yo?
They should have just had him just breathing heavy behind Tupac. I like that every generation we get like one fat dark skinned nigga who can rap.
Yeah.
we had Biggie. Now you got
Rick
Ross. Right?
Yeah, they all keep getting
You need one.
reincarnated.
Yeah, you need one. Sorry, they represent for the fat dark skinned niggas. Like they all got skills. Like that's kind of dope.
What'd you say, Biggie? I said,
Yo, this nigga looks so unassuming. Haitian Jack. That's him.
Oh yeah, that nigga murder you.
Like, look at him, yo.
Nah, that nigga killed like 14 people. Nah.
yeah, he wild.
Yeah, he wildin'. Like,
Yeah.
Cause everybody like, man, you so unassuming. Haitian Jack like, oh, I'm unassuming? Fuck that word mean, nigga. I don't know. I feel like that's disrespect. And then he murdered your whole family. Like, nah, don't fuck with that guy.
That was Haitian Jack in Oakland stabbing that dude. He had a wig on.
Where my money at? Haitian Jack, why you wear? So then we find out, like, basically, Suge is recruiting Tupac. He's like slowly trying to bring him on board to come over to death row. Then Tupac panders to women by doing what was it? Keep your head up.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, they say I don't love women, I don't respect women, and all these, and so he plays Keep Your Head Up. And these women are like, oh, Tupac, you're so positive or whatever. I'm like, this nigga was knee deep in 2019 pussy 5 minutes ago. It's fine. It's fine. Look, one song does not make a person a positive person, and it doesn't make you a bad person either. But there's more to it.
Yeah, actions. Like all you motherfuckers that still root for R. Kelly, yo.
By the way, that's something in this movie. This movie came out in 2017, and there's a scene where, they play Honey Love. I'm like, there are other songs you could have played, yo. Come on, yo. I'm giving this dumb nigga money.
This shit looks so fucking cheap. Like the set pieces are just cheap as shit.
Yeah, they are. They're like the concert videos they do in like fake car insurance ads.
And in another moment where they clearly don't have budget for casting, his group, the Outlaws, those are the actual outlaw members on stage on it right now.
Like, you want to be in a movie?
Yeah, which I don't
Give you a couple dollars.
This Tupac money ain't coming in as fast as it used to. Money.
But you know, Saturday I'm going to the candle store, but I'll be done at 3.
Going to Yankee Candle?
That's fucking funny.
That pumpkin spice out, baby. I gotta get that shit.
He's like, no, I get off at 3.
The shot and the foul.
God damn. Yeah, you fucking nailed it.
flagrant.
Yeah, you nailed it. So at this point, unassuming Haitian Jack, wow, he literally has the fucking outfit from the fucking picture. Holy shit.
Yo, wow. Yeah, he damn sure does. That's it.
Yo, he
Yeah.
had no fucking red bandana on, that coat, and the white shirt. God damn. They fucking nailed it. Holy shit, that's awesome. Look, now I give him that. That's attention to detail I did not expect.
Yeah, attention to detail. They just looked up, they Googled Haitian Jack.
Oh, come on, yeah.
Exactly. That goddamn outfit. That's funny. They're like, in this scene where you fuck up Tupac's life, we want you to be dressed like you were on the Wikipedia entry.
They did put some effort into it.
They did a little bit.
God damn.
So Haitian Jack
Why does
introduces
Haitian Jack look like Fat Tiger Woods? Yo?
again. I didn't say it. He said it. And Haitian Jack, if you look, and I will give you his address. Nah, he gonna fuck you all kinds of.
Haitian Jack returns. Caribbean news. Damn.
Yeah, Caribbean news. No. Is that nigga still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah,
Nah,
probably.
fuck that. Haitian Jack, you cool.
With that smoke.
No, I do not. Nah, niggas get real mad about bullshit. Like, nah, yo. It's a joke, my nigga. It's a joke.
Yeah,
You look dope as fucking that big ass denim coat.
Calm
You look
down,
cool.
Haitian Jack.
That nigga got a
Haitian
machete
Jack.
ready to comfort you.
And the fucking name by Haitian Jack, you have many misunderstandings.
Yeah. No, what you say? I ain't saying nothing. You good. So at this point, Haitian Jack introduces, Haitian Jack gives Tupac the tools to destroy himself by introducing him to this hot ass woman who came in a lion dress, and I was very impressed by her.
I appreciate her.
Her intelligence and her acting.
Oh, she brought it, man. It was her acting was sublime.
Yeah, something was sublime. And she
Once
proceeds.
again, not 1990 nothing.
No. Yeah, they didn't have thick fit was not a thing
No.
back then. She blows him on the dance floor, which
As they were playing Honey Love.
as they were playing Honey Love, and that's the one time I was like, I mean, okay. She later on says that she was raped by him, although it's kind of fucked up because she wanted to fuck. Tupac didn't feel like it. He goes to sleep. She stays out in the room with Haitian Jack and some other dirtbag nigga. They apparently rape her. She comes into the room and was like, I can't believe you left me in there with them. They did something to me. And then she immediately sues that nigga for raping her. I'm like, yo, what kind of gutter shit is that? If that's how it happened. I don't know. I don't think anybody knows except for the people in that room. So I don't take sides on that. I honestly don't know.
But we skipped the part 2, like when he shot the cops.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yet
right.
another seminal moment in the legend.
In the legend of Tupac.
Yes.
That was right before he meets up with Haitian Jack and gets a blowjob, because that's how this movie works.
Yeah, pretty much.
He shoots him.
Shoots
he
a
goes
cut.
to lock up
Gets out.
for 3 minutes. Gets out. He's like, "Yo, I ain't know them niggas was cops, so I shot him. I'm out."
And laughed about it.
And laughed, and
then
he
got
got a
blown.
blowjob, and then he got accused of rape.
I'm going to Post Malone and give me some groceries. I'll be back.
So then he's in jail.
Like, let me ask you a question, yo. Like, like I'm watching this, right? And it's the scene where he doesn't feel like fucking her. He gives her a massage or whatever. She gives him a massage.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really feel like fucking. So she goes out. And then it immediately cuts to him in a chain gang.
Yes.
What?
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
no, she.
Because she accuses him later, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
In
they
the-
cut.
in the-
They
in the
sort of
film.
like cut back to it.
No, what happens
We
is
know, like, I don't know, shit.
what happens is she busts into the room.
Oh no, it's fucked up.
It was fucked up. But what happens is she busts into the room and she's like, "You let them do this to me." And he goes out and's like, "Yo, what the fuck did you do to her?" And then Haitian Jack and some other nigga
yeah,
leave.
it is where it-
And then he's like, "What's going on?" Blah 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 blah. Smokes a cigarette.
I'm
puts
so
his shirt
innocent.
on, and he goes downstairs and there's like cops all over the place.
Okay.
They arrest him, and then
Then he goes to jail.
Okay.
It was very
Now he's in the chain gang, but then he gets out?
no.
I don't know what the fuck is going on, yo. But I was not trying to pay for this, yo. And I urge you not to pay for it.
Well, I did the right thing. I went to the theater and paid for mine. No, I didn't.
You went to a screening. So here's
so
the
he gets
part.
arrested. He goes to court, and then like his lawyer's like, "Yo, they accusing you of rape and giving you like a lot of time or some shit like this." And then other shit happens, and it don't fucking matter.
What's funny is the black cop that's the black correctional officer that's in prison that keeps like beating him up. That nigga looks like Sheriff David Clark.
Oh yeah, if he had the full beard, he would.
The full like nutsack beard.
Yeah, he would look like him.
Yeah, that nigga hates black people. So then we fast forward. He's out. He finally gets out of jail.
I on bail.
Fresh out of jail.
He goes. He meets.
I'm not gonna continue.
He meets Quincy Jones's daughter. And what's her name?
Kidada. Kidada ran up on his ass like, "Hey, nigga, talking shit about my fucking father."
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, you right." She at a certain point in this, her outfit is very much inspired by Aaliyah, which I thought was adorable. It's cute because she's a grown woman and not a 15-year-old like R. Kelly likes to fuck.
When does he meet Clifton Powell?
While he was in prison.
That was later. That was later.
Yeah, when he was in jail. Yeah, because this flashes back again.
It's fine. Yeah.
Well, why are you so bad, yo?
Yo, this is not like this should not have been in the theater. This should not have been made. Period. This should not have been made. And this is not good, man.
Yo, that part right there was fucking hilarious though. The dude got his fucking chain stole. He came in there fussing and shit like, yo, you doing some terrible fucking acting and shit.
Yo, they came up there. Yo, look. I was in Walmart and they stole my chain. So my grandmama gave me that chain.
Thought they were gangsta. I was like, shit.
Yeah, you skipped a bunch.
Good.
Did you?
You skipped the part where he got you skipped the part where he got shot.
Oh yeah, that's
first time, yeah.
God damn.
Nigga, this movie is all over the place. The second I fast forward a little bit, I'm 40 years into his life. This nigga only lived to be 25.
So yeah, he gets accused of rape, and then he goes on trial, and then I guess he gets out on bail.
Yeah, and that's in jail is where he meets Clifton Powell. And Clifton Powell is like,
no, you skip like 35 minutes, yo.
How, yo?
Like,
what the fuck?
He got shot before all of that, nigga. God damn.
Yo, I am
like a year later is when he goes to jail and meets Clifton Powell. He gets shot. He gets shot, and then what happens?
Okay, wait. All right, I got it.
He's like, I got to get out of the house. After he gets shot, first of all, he goes to the studio that night in New York, and he gets shot 5 times. That happened.
Yeah.
Goes to the hospital, and he's like, "Yo, I got to get out of the hospital." He gets out of the hospital, and then it fast forwards like a year. Yeah, Biggie came in. They wouldn't let Biggie in.
Yeah. Oh man, come on, yo. Why you tripping like that, yo? Why you tripping like that?
Yo, I know he had a lazy eye, but he wasn't fucking retarded, yo.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
God damn.
So yeah, he gets shot. He's in the hospital. He's like, "Oh, I got to get out of the hospital." He goes to court, fucked up. And a year later, he gets sentenced. And then he goes to prison. He gets sentenced to 18 months in jail.
Okay, maybe that's
now
where.
Caught up. Yeah.
Maybe that's where I'm.
I'm completely
because he went to trial.
Skip 40 minutes.
I don't know.
Bugging.
I didn't know that he went to trial and then didn't get sentenced at the trial.
He didn't.
I figured he would have gotten sentenced at the trial.
No.
It being rape and all.
It was like
it being rape and all.
Yeah, he gets out on bail or whatever. I don't know how that works.
All
but then he goes back to
don't commit
trial.
crimes, yo.
And
Shit's too complicated.
It's just too much. But then they sentence him to 18 months, and this is when he goes to jail and meets Clifton Powell
for no goddamn reason.
Yeah,
that relationship I just did not understand. Like, he just walked up to him like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, how, who is he in Tupac's life where they're having this conversation with that much intensity?
Yeah, I have but that conversation was fucking hilarious.
Listen up, young blood.
Like he's
turn that damn music down.
He's in prison. He's like he's on the yard one day and they're listening to Who Shot You?
Right.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then he's putting 2 and 2 together. Like, no, you didn't, nigga. In prison.
Shut
he's
up.
Like, yo, them niggas got me shot.
Them niggas got pay.
And then he talks to Clifton Powell, and Clifton Powell gives his old black man speech that he gives in every fucking movie he's in. But then there's one part where he's like, listen to me. I said, listen to me, nigga. I'm like, yo, what? You said that shit a quarter second after you told me to listen the first time. Calm down, yo. That should have me crying. Like, listen to me, young blood. I said, listen.
Like, nigga, I'm staring at
Right here. Chill out. Turn that goddamn music down.
Yeah,
Like, who the fuck is you?
Proceed to threaten another nigga life. Do so with your life, man. You got one more time, nigga.
Yeah. Like, that's your last time. Like,
He said, he said, you got one more time. And then he immediately pivots to murdering him. I was like, I thought I had one more time.
like, what happened to it?
Turn that goddamn treble down.
Only bass, nigga. Only bass.
I said, turn that goddamn music down. I'm like,
That's just
who the
fucking
fuck
hilarious.
is you? I was like,
Oh man.
He was like, I own this prison. Like, all right.
old ass nigga, like,
You don't want to end up hitting here like me. I've been here for my whole life. I'm like,
I'm here for the rest of my life.
Y'all love Clifton Powell.
Clifton Powell is an amazing actor.
Oh my
You got a
god, man.
gift. Although I just met you.
Even, yeah,
I don't really know who to fuck you up.
right.
Listen to me, nigga.
what?
Bring your ass back right here. 10:30 tomorrow night. that's the tomorrow.
Beat him up in a fucking stairwell. No goddamn.
And where's Kane?
Like, are you just picking all your other characters? Yes.
It's like, yeah.
So yeah, he stabbed.
Yeah, then the next scene, he goes out on the yard and stabs the nigga. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it was
Because he ain't
wild.
turned the radio down? Like,
Yo,
what
but-
kind of beef did you have prior to him not turning the radio down that you felt it was necessary to stab this nigga to death?
No,
That's what I wanna
by
know.
the way, I'd like to think that every day Clifton Powell's character comes outside and he's like, can you turn that down? The guy's like, fuck you. Every day. And that one day he was like, I'm going to turn it down. And he was like, that's your ass. That's your ass, nigga. I asked you 3 days in a row and you said, fuck me. All right, nigga, I'll see you tomorrow. By the way, normally in jail when you have a shank, your shank is...
Yeah, it doesn't have a fucking handle.
Right, it's not just a regular knife.
It's just like, you're right. It looks like a
straight up.
spackle that you got from Home Depot.
He likes to find the things when he commits his murders.
He was like, I need a quality knife.
Your shit
That
doesn't
Cutco?
have a fucking a grip on it. Like what?
Yeah, this nigga was just like, bow. He hit this dude with a regular ass J.A. Henkel's fucking
So,
knife.
but before the stabbing, his mother comes and meets him and she gives him another fucking inspirational Color Purple speech. She leaves, and
they
then you
play-
all appreciate it comes on as she's walking out of prison.
Me
Oh, right,
Bye,
yeah.
y'all.
I really like that song.
I like stop that
Yeah, I
shit.
like the song too. But like, I was like,
Yeah,
all
fuck
right.
that song.
I felt it coming in my heart.
Yeah.
That this shit was. I'm like, when is he going to play this song?
Right.
Yeah.
It's all
And
the
he came
positive
in.
Tupac
Yeah.
songs.
You good. You good.
And then the
baby.
next scene, a nigga gets stabbed after you all appreciate it.
You all appreciate it. Yeah, the pacing might be a little off, maybe. So at this point, so Suge comes to see him and he's like, look, I can get you out of here. You know, you come sign with me. You know, your record company, they're not doing shit for you. They're not answering your phone calls, all this shit. You come with me. You know, I'll do you right. And so he's like, all right, where do I sign? And he's like, where's your pen? And he's like, my hand is my pen.
Like, that's a big ass pen.
I'd be like, yo, I'm not shaking your hand. I feel like you're going to break it. So
Give me
it's
a
fucking
fucking big.
Superman
Like, give me a
shit.
big nigga.
Like, nah, I don't need all that, big
A
man.
fountain pen or something. I don't trust you.
Yeah, fucking big ass ball boil. Fucking ass nigga. And so yeah, he's like, so he signs him. He joins Death Row Records. He gets out. He gets off of a private jet and is immediately given all the spoils in life that he wanted. An ugly Versace shirt, I assume.
That's quality. That's couture.
Look, okay. He's met at the airport with a death row red carpet, literally a briefcase of money and a death row gold chain. Wow. And then he goes to Death Row Records, and people have on bulletproof vests, and he meets Dr. Dre in the worst.
Dr. Dre.
I was like,
Nigga, that is the worst Dr. Dre character.
You ain't seen nothing yet. He meets somebody else that don't look like who they're supposed to represent.
Are you mad that the DOC is not in there who looked exactly like you?
No, I'm more mad that
Oh, wait, hold up.
this fucking anime watching looking dude who has Snoop Dogg's voice
No.
ADR for some strange fucking reason.
What the
is
fuck
in
was
this movie?
that was bizarre. It
Yo.
wasn't Snoop.
No, it
Yes,
wasn't.
it is.
No, it wasn't Snoop. He didn't,
No, he didn't
Snoop
voice.
didn't
He
ADR
didn't
voice.
voice that guy's lines.
But that shit was dubbed over like
supposed to
shit.
be Snoop.
Whoever did an excellent fucking job.
I think they just took clips of Snoop Dogg talking.
Yeah,
and just
I mean,
threw that shit in.
it sounded that bad. Yeah.
No, it sounded like they were just like, Snoop Dogg was on the show, and we're like, clip, clip. And they just took that shit and threw it right over this nigga's voice.
Yo,
that was super weird.
It was bad. It was bad, yo.
The guy in Straight Outta Compton did a really good, I thought he did a pretty good Snoop impression. Yeah, Dr. Dre, they were just like, you black, you can be Dr. Dre. This nigga don't look like Dr. Dre at all. This nigga looks more like T.I. than he looks like Dr. Dre. Then they bring in some unlucky ass light skinned nigga. And isn't this the guy they beat the brakes off of in that room? Right?
Yeah.
He was like, no, let me show you.
Yo, Death Row was fucking wild, man.
He's like, no, just walk in there. You good,
Stanfield
nigga?
played Snoop Dogg and Straight Outta Compton.
Is that who that was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good casting, man. Yeah, they brought him into the ass kick room and they just beat the brakes off this dude.
Yo, I remember hearing one story about Death Row. They said, dude, like they was having a meeting, whatever. Suge was in the meeting, the big room or whatever, and one guy just kind of bum rushed the doors. He's like, you want to be on? He's like, want to be a new rapper? Yo, put me on and shit.
Yo, why would you do that?
So she was like, all right, kick your freestyle. If that shit ain't dope, we're gonna fuck you up.
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and leave.
Yo, I forgot I was telling the story.
That.
They said dude didn't even get like the first lyric out. Like, so bop.
Oh.
Tore his ass to shreds.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Nah, they should have let him try. And then was like, this is terrible. And just beat the shit out of him. And that man, a little known fact about that story, that man, Kendrick Lamar. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. It was actually Post Malone. Everyone knows that. Yeah, they just like beat niggas up in the studio. Like, what kind of nigga ass outfit is this? Like,
Yeah,
yo,
that's some fucked up shit, man.
yeah, they just beat the brakes off that dude because he was a fucking gang member. He was a blood. So then we meet Snoop and his 80-yard voice, which was weird.
Hey,
Said what I said. Which is, by the way, this is super strange. How the fuck is Snoop, who is a Crip, or at least like really partial to the Crips, according to many websites I went to, like some people, he didn't join the Crips, but he flies blue and blah blah blah.
He's Crip adjacent.
He's Crip adjacent, and Suge Knight is a blood. How the fuck did they have a working relationship?
I think it was just like an unspoken truce for the business purposes.
That's crazy,
It had to
dude.
have been.
Yeah.
That's wild. It's not like they didn't know. Every time Suge Knight is in his office, the entire room is red. Snoop comes in like, yo, this seems odd. Like,
Like, I don't feel like I belong here.
Yeah. I mean, 'cause even for all intents and purposes, with Dr. Dre, he was kind of Crip adjacent too.
Yeah, of
from the
course.
neighborhood he grew up in. So yeah, I guess it was kind of like, look, it's business.
That's
We'll
wild.
draw the line right here. Let's not fucking shoot each other.
and just make money. Yeah,
Yo, hold up.
What you got?
Snoop did do the voice work.
That shit dumb.
Thank you,
yo.
thank you, yo. That shit doesn't make any sense. I was like, yo, that sounds exactly like
He
it.
did it. Wow.
I like that he was like, you can use my voice. Don't put me nowhere near this shit.
Yeah.
But you use my voice.
And you know what? I bet they probably tried to put him in a movie. You just want to be in it? It's like we blow your head back out like it was 1992 again.
He's like, nah.
Shit, nah. I'm good.
Like, nah, nigga, I'm 50.
I'm Snoop Lion.
Nigga, I got grandkids.
They ain't gonna know. They ain't gonna notice.
According to the film's producer, this is from Vlad TV. According to the film's producer, I know, LT Hutton, Snoop did in fact lend his own voice to the movie. It was bad.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah,
It makes no sense to do that. You can't get an actor who can do a Snoop impression.
like, and the dude is from California. Like, just use your regular voice, yo.
just make it more, smoke some weed, get a little bit more laid back. I feel like you could pull a Snoop impression off.
Because it just didn't sound right. Like, looking at it and
then-
hearing it,
It was
it
fucking- I was
just
like-
doesn't sound right.
No, I was very confused by
Yo,
that.
I bet these motherfuckers thought they were doing some hot shit, fooling everybody.
Again, there's no
Yo,
way.
this nigga sounds just like
There's
Snoop.
no way you can defend this goddamn movie. I'm sorry.
No, you can't.
You
can't.
None.
No, there's no defending this movie. So they're doing a song together, Snoop and Tupac. I don't remember what the song was. Everybody seems to be
That's
having.
no shit though.
It was a good song. Everyone seems to be having a good time. There's a bunch of 2019 thoughts there. It's really great. Then there's a scene of everybody having dinner at some big fancy dinner. And Suge Knight proceeds to shove food in the man's mouth because he had been stealing from him. Here's a question. Is Suge Knight, why the fuck would you try to scam money off of Suge Knight? This nigga is a murderer. Like, I wonder if Suge Knight gonna notice I stole this money. Yes, nigga, he's gonna notice, and he's gonna fuck you up. If I work for Suge Knight, here's your budget of $50,000. Thanks, Suge. This is all I'm going to spend. Actually, I brought you back change. My bad. Hey, fuck you crossing over. Yo, you crossing this nigga. He's a psycho. Now you cross somebody who you can beat in a fight. You can't beat Suge Knight.
Yo.
This nigga look like a fake ass Al B. Shore. You think you're gonna take on a big ass Suge Knight? Get out of here.
Let me tell you something, yo. Nothing good happens when a bunch of niggas are at dinner in a long table. Nothing. If I was invited to this shit, knowing that I stole from him, I'd have been on the first thing smoking outside of California. Get the fuck out of here.
Now we having a private dinner where we all gonna dress up.
Right.
No,
nigga. No.
Now y'all gonna no, it's Goodfellas, right? Yeah. It's Goodfellas. It's all those gangster movies.
Yeah, they want to be the mob so bad.
Right. But you remember, it's not Goodfellas. Casino, right?
Yeah.
Where they're like, no, go in this room. You're gonna be made, and they walk in and they fucking put a bullet in your back of your head. No, I'm not going to that room.
They're fucking made dead.
Yeah, get the fuck out of it. No. Put your best clothes on. We gonna beat your ass in it. Beat you in church clothes. Like, get out of here. No.
But I knew this dude was going to get it. I'm sitting there watching, like, yo, he's like the only one with his fucking napkin tucked in his shirt, enjoying his food. Like, nah,
he too happy.
You're having too much fucking fun.
This is great. This is great, Sean. Thanks for inviting me. Everybody else is like, Everybody else don't have the napkin because they ready to fight.
Right.
They're like, no,
some good ass wine.
Yeah, no, keep your head on a swivel, my nigga. Everybody else got jeans on underneath, ready to fight. This nigga brought fucking dress pants. You fool.
Right. Jeans and Timbs.
Like, nah.
Like with dress shirts on.
Like, nah, nice try, Suge. Nah.
Everybody else got the Evite for the snuff film.
We gonna beat Darius's ass tonight. Be ready.
Oh my god!
Like, I didn't get that before. Like, don't worry about it. You ain't gonna need it.
Nah, they should have done what Snoop did later. You gotta pocket that fucking ice pick. Like, I don't trust these niggas on this plane. Like, no, fuck that. Nah, yo, this dude is fucking terrifying. So yeah, they all beat this dude up. They throw champagne in his mouth, which apparently in West Coast terms is the most disrespectful shit you can do. Throw it on hoes and niggas who steal money from you. Smashing rolls and potatoes and
drink
shit.
That fucking Boone's Farm, bitch.
You know we ain't pay no money for this real
fucking
shit.
white Zinfandel.
And is this, by the way, is that Suge Knight's move? Because he's so fucking big to just grab you by your traps and just squeeze it until you start crying. Like that, every time they show Suge Knight beat people up in a movie, he comes up and he's like, "Bow!" and just grabs them. They're just like, "Oh shit!" And then little mini bosses drag you out, and beat you out back in the alley.
Like Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah, he is.
Crazy. He was just a football player.
Yeah.
That's it.
He was the Indomitian Sue before his fucking time and shit.
Like he was just a big fucking football player.
He went to UNLV, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a UNLV shirt on later on in the movie.
Yeah.
How
many people did he
Death Row East?
Knock it off. So then there's a party where Tupac gets called out for talking shit on Quincy Jones' daughter. Am I correct in that? I think this is the party.
Yeah. Atron comes in and like, hey, I see you doing big things for yourself. I still got this shag hairstyle for some fun.
Nigga,
it's 1993, but you know
the money ain't coming in. I can't get it cut.
He's like,
it's just gonna grow.
He's like, look, young playboy, this was working out in these streets. Like, nah, it's not.
Did anybody see the New Edition movie?
Yeah,
that's what that nigga looked like.
Like the fucking manager and shit.
Like look like.
I gotta go holler at Ralph real quick. I'll be back.
Ralph,
Bobby fighting again.
I'm just fast forwarding.
Okay, the next scene. What is the next scene for y'all?
The next scene, what?
The courtroom scene?
Yeah, the courtroom scene.
His head wrapped up, and then he's like, in his
why is his head wrapped up?
No,
because got shot.
No, that's after he was like in a wheelchair because he got shot.
That was like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, you mad off.
Yeah,
no, mine's the same thing.
Yeah, no, that.
But now we got him in the white outfit too. Though.
Yeah. So he's good.
So
then we get to the
sentencing. This is the sentencing?
Yes.
Okay.
Or no, it's not the sentencing. Oh, or maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be.
what
Because
are we talking
now it's flashing back to her wilding out on him.
Yeah, about the rape thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what's in your copy?
Yes.
That happened at
Oh, and then there's another. No, there's two different scenes of him wearing white. There's two different scenes.
Is it the same outfit?
No. The scene that you're on now happened in an hour and 16 minutes into the movie. What are you at now?
I'm at the part where they're like, you got something to say to the judge.
What's the timestamp
1:30
on yours?
1:30.
Yeah, it's
1:32.
1:16 in the real copy. So that copy was fucked all the way up.
This copy was fucked.
Yeah, that happened right before he went to jail and Clifton Powell or other shit happened.
Yeah. Just skip to like 1:37.
Yeah, skip to like 1:30.
1:37.
Or whatever the one.
All right, 'cause I didn't know what the fuck was going on, yo.
I told you I had to rent it. I was like, this copy is terrible.
All right, so we're the club.
So if you had seen the actual movie, you probably wouldn't have hated it as much.
Yeah, maybe.
But like, it's still not good.
No, this shit is not good, yo. Because my copy, he's just meeting Quincy Jones's daughter.
Well, he met her like 40 minutes. No, but he meets her like 40 minutes and then 40 minutes later. Like, it's weird.
No, he met her after that dude got beat up at the dinner. That happened like hour 40.
Jesus Christ.
So anyway, the robbery happens. Tupac gets fucking shot like 5 times.
Because Dominican Lou was mad as shit.
35 minutes ago.
That happened 35 minutes ago?
What the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on, yo?
Yo, that's at like an hour and 40 minutes in this movie.
It's just wild.
No.
No, I'm saying in this copy. It's terrible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yo, don't get your movies from the fucking hustle man at the goddamn barbershop. Yo.
All right, let's get
God damn, where are we supposed to be at?
All right,
So right
he
now,
asked Suge
at an hour 40, he meets what's her name, and then he's like, "Yo,
I'm gonna leave Death Row."
Yeah, word. Let me catch up. Jesus.
He finished doing All Eyez on Me. They're looking at superimposed pictures of his face on the All Eyez on Me cover, and they're like. And they're like, yo, I like this one. And then he meets up with Suge and he's like, yo, I did my 3-album deal.
Okay, so I did my 3-album deal. I want to leave. That's
leave
156.
That's one. Did he meet Faith yet?
No, not yet.
Damn, we already on there?
Yeah.
We don't.
Did he meet Jada Pinkett for the last time yet?
Yeah,
He did?
I think so.
Oh. I'm still looking at fucking Haitian Jack going off in the club and shit.
Yeah, so
Before they shot him.
All right, so let's get to,
actually, at 141, he comes in, and that's when they're looking at photos of what they're going to use for the All Eyez on Me cover.
all right.
He's
So
kind of like,
I'm just gonna skip ahead. He asks to leave Death Row because he's done his 3-album contract. And instead of taking Tupac into a room to beat the brakes off of him, he says,
before you start, I think we should go back to the one other part. While he's looking at those photos, some guy runs into the room and like, yo, I got my ass kicked and my chain stolen. That's
They stole my chain.
That's important for we already know what the fuck happened, but that is actually important to the rest of the film.
Let's go back to this nigga getting shot,
So
though.
now cut to him like,
first
yo,
time.
I want to...
Okay, yeah, he gets shot.
The first time, because what? Haitian
times.
Jack is mad. Because it was a scene when we was looking at him in a white outfit when he's doing an interview on the street.
Yeah, in the street.
He's basically saying, yo, all that shit ain't nothing to do with me. I didn't rape her. And Haitian Jack took it as him trying to throw him under the bus.
Right.
Yeah.
But his boys wanted to touch him. He's like, no, leave him alone.
Haitian Jack was like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, but one dude trying to go off for Haitian. He's like, nigga, talk to me like that. I'll bite your nose off. Yo, that line.
That was like,
Which tells me,
you are fucking crazy.
by the way, what that tells me is, all respect to Haitian Jack, that nigga has done that before.
I'll bite your nose off.
Nah, like, he has done that.
That is not a
that you just throw out.
Yeah, that's a wildly specific thing.
And I think Haitian Jack...
Nigga, I'll punch you in your throat on a Wednesday at 2 o'clock. You'd be like, why did you say that? Like,
And
no,
I think they say Haitian Jack has some input on his own character.
Of course he did, yo. All right.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure he bit a nigga's nose off.
I'll bite your larynx out.
wow.
All right, take it easy.
So he did
But
get
yeah,
shot.
that part happened, and then
That's when the legend started, though, for Tupac. When he got
'cause
shot
he
that
got
first
shot.
time, that's when
Because it was like he was unkillable.
yeah,
basically.
him bigger than life. But then he got shot. But that's when he got convicted.
got shot in the leg, the hand, and like,
He got grazed in the head.
yeah, that's crazy. Like, You get shot
he-
5
right.
times. Like if you get shot 5 times and you survive, it's kind of like you can't
Not a
nobody tell you
badass.
shit.
It's like
50's the way
50.
he is. That nigga got shot 9 times.
Yeah, he's like, and what?
I'm still here, nigga. I'm petty as fuck. I'm gonna sell out all the goddamn tickets for you, fucking whatever your name is.
Fucking Ja Rule.
Ja
by,
Rule.
by all
I'm
the
gonna
proceeds.
sell all- Yeah, that nigga's just stupid. So yeah, he gets shot, and then that's when he
Has his hand
immediately
wrapped
go to
up.
prison.
Yeah, all right. Can we just?
Skipping ahead. He's like,
I'm
yo,
gonna
when he got out of
skip.
death
I'm gonna
row-
skip like mad ahead.
It's like 40 minutes ahead. He wants to get out of death row. Sugar's like, yeah, you did your 3 albums, but like we ain't get our money back, my
You can
nigga.
go, nigga.
But I'm like,
So what
I'm
you
like-
gonna do about that? I'm like,
I'm making an album.
yo, I got another album idea, my nigga. What's up? But here's the thing. Hey, Suge, that's not how business works. Suge
he
was
shook
like,
his hand.
yeah, Suge was like,
There was no contract.
he was like, I'll break your fucking neck. Like, you ever see a nigga rip somebody's traps right off? That's what I do. Keep working.
Like, but I got shot 5 times.
Nigga, I didn't shoot you.
He was like, not yet.
You ain't hit, my shooters ain't hit you.
Right.
That shit.
That
worked.
happened late. Oh.
He's like, you saw what I did to that white boy in that balcony, right? Like, nah, I'm good.
So
That's a wild thing to say. I did my 3 albums. Yeah, but I ain't get my money. But that's not how I ain't getting my money. Like,
yo,
You turn the paper. Like,
damn, yo.
turn it again, in case you ain't see it.
He's like, I mean, what the fuck I got to do with all that? Like, I put my albums out. It's making money, right?
Maybe you fucked up. I mean, you doing
Like,
good,
maybe
sure.
your business savvy isn't all that.
He'd have put his head between those 2 pages, like, bow, just killed him right there. There's a scene where Snoop, at some point in the movie, I don't know when, goes on Hot 97. That's when the woman from Hot 97 says "fam," and I was like, "That is
Yeah, that
not."
was supposed to be Angie Martinez.
yeah.
Yeah, apparently Angie Martinez back in 1994 speaks like someone in 2019. And he's like, "Nah, I love everybody."
When radio host was interviewing Snoop Dogg on New York's Hot 97, assuming it was Angie Martinez at the time of the interview in 1996, Hot 97 had a different logo, and the current logo of Hot 97 did not exist until 1998, 2 years after Tupac's death.
That's hilarious.
Tribute.
Oh God.
So then they got beef with Snoop and shit because he said
He likes everybody.
they asked him about the Source Awards.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't got love for death, bro.
Right. Yeah, that shit was funny. as
I
shit.
remember that shit.
Yeah,
too.
that shit
I think I
was
watched that
wild.
Source Awards.
Like, I was like, yo, somebody get stabbed out of this bitch.
Well,
Don't read ahead.
yeah, right. I mean, Snoop literally gets on a plane and hides a fucking ice pick.
Right. They being real shady to him and shit.
Then cut to September 7th, 1996, when they go to see a Tyson fight. Incidentally, my wife's birthday is the night that fucking Tupac gets shot. Yay. They're at the MGM Grand. This just feels like a setup because the same dude is like, yo, that nigga stole my chain in here. Yo, we'll just run up on this nigga real quick. And they're like, what? You stole your chain? That was your grandmama chain. And then they all run. They all run over. And they show the real footage of Tupac and everybody walking through the casino, which was kind of a wild thing. And it literally just looks like a bunch of people gassing their friend up behind him, like, yeah, Tupac, fuck that nigga up. I'm like, why y'all walking so far behind? The fuck?
That's why there was a bunch of that shit, yo. People like, yeah, your pop was assassinated. No, he got shot for being out there fucking with people.
Yeah, he ran up on this dude.
Yeah, should.
I'm not saying like whether he should or shouldn't have, but like he wasn't in this hotel room and that nigga walked up to him. Like, no, he rolled up there and then he beat this dude who kind of looks like a bitch ass nigga. Like, sorry, he does. He just punched this dude straight in the face, and he got beat up while Tupac was wearing a silk shirt, which is just disrespectful.
Chest out.
Like, Tupac ain't have on no fucking Timbs. They beat this nigga with like
Stacey
Gators
Adams.
on. Like, it's just ridiculous. And then Tupac runs away, which was weird. He goes back to his hotel room. He's like, yo, I got to get this this expensive ass silk shirt off
gotta make
and put
happy
on a cheap ass jersey. And then he's like, no, I'm just going to the club. And I'm like, okay. Kaneda's not too happy about it.
Canada.
I'm just fucking around.
Canada!
Puck.
Tetsuo!
So he's like, look, I'm going to the club. They have this weird bullshit movie thing where he leaves and she walks to the door and stops.
Yeah,
and
I'm like-
he walks away and then walks to the door and stops. And it's their last moment to see each other
get
in
the fuck
proper
outta
health. Yeah, I'm sure that really happened.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's
it was
for
the
the-
last time one of them got to see the other one.
Maybe not. He died like 6 days later. So I may have made it. Saw him at the hospital. Not unless he was in a coma.
Feel that drama.
Yeah. So then he leaves. He decides to get in a car stupidly with a very large Suge Knight, who is a fucking topic of or like a fucking bullet sponge apparently.
Coogee sweaters were the worst fucking.
Nigga, didn't you have one?
Yeah, I had more than one.
All right then.
Rich boy.
Yeah, you had
they were
you
my-
had big money.
They were my father's, and they were handed down. Ain't nobody buying me no fucking Coogee sweater for me.
My man living the life though.
How much was a Coochie sweater? Like $300?
They so fucking ugly.
Yeah,
man.
and they were hideous, man.
You know people still buy them.
Yeah,
Yep,
they do.
Yeah.
Yo, are women out there like, damn, this nigga got a
Yo,
Coochie?
I went to a cookout last summer.
and
Dude
they're
came in
all
that bitch.
65 years old.
I went to a cookout last summer. Dude came in that bitch with a goddamn Coogee short set. I bullshit you not. I bullshit you not.
Yo.
I wanted to throw the fucking grill at his ass. And I'm like, the fuck?
He was like, what's
I
up?
know he thought he was hurting. Came in, pulled up in the Benz, loaded 745. All right, cool. Came out like, the fuck?
Like, how old are you, nigga?
Yo, he was relatively young though. He was relatively young. He wasn't like, no, our pops no shit age. Like, yo, dude, like, what are you doing?
Yo, Pops, what you doing, dog? Here's my thing. If you're a grown-ass man and you got a short set, you a clown. You're a clown. I don't give a fuck what the brand is. Nigga, I don't have a matching shirt and shorts like this Garanimals. Nigga, I'm damn near 40 years old. Just buy a shirt and a pair of shorts that match, like that go together.
Oh, man.
Nah, I gotta get the Coogee short
that,
set.
yo, that shit was.
Yo, where
that
did you
shit's
buy it
obnoxious
at?
as
Shoe
fuck.
City? My nigga, like, where do you buy that? One of those stores that sell a bunch of expensive
Right.
European bullshit that they can only sell to niggas who don't know nothing about nothing.
That shit from cookies.
Yeah. No. Man, sell that shit on North
Here I
Avenue.
am, make me look good. God,
Goddamn.
Diplomat shop
Why you
shit.
unplugging your shit? You ready to go?
this is what I did at the end of the movie. As soon as that nigga got shot, I started wrapping up. That's all I wanted to see at this point.
So
I was too through with this movie.
So somebody comes, takes a picture of him, which was weird.
I
They
think
drop-
that picture's...
It's pretty famous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Him.
Then they stop at a red light. These women immediately are like, oh shit, look at that fat nigga in that small ass car. I bet that's Suge Knight. And then they're like, oh shit, it's Tupac too. And they're like, oh, where y'all going? He's like, oh, we going to the club. They're like, oh, can we go? Can we go? Can we go? And he was like, nah, y'all car ain't that nice. So
She look like Cardi B.
what if it
Little
was? Damn, she really fucking does. So they're like, yeah, you can come to the club with us. And they're like, oh, that's so real cute. And then Tupac looks to the right. A white car pulls up with tinted windows, which, by the way, his car should have fucking tinted windows too. And then they just unload, I guess, like 9 shots. And I think they hit Tupac 9 for 9. And then they just, and they bounce. Suge Knight was totally fine. Nah, yo, I think they shot into that car. And I think Suge was like,
Suge Knight had to blade himself like a fucking wrestler just to make it look like, oh, they got me too. They got me.
That fucking Dusty Rhodes and shit.
I'm cut.
That man got a family.
They fucked Tupac shit all the way up. He got shot, I think 4 or 5 times, something like that. And then he died 6 days later. Of course,
that music was
yeah, it was fucking
that music started
over the
playing. I was
goddamn
like,
top.
I'm like, yo, what is going on? If Tupac was alive, he would have been like, yo, turn my trouble down. God damn, shit is loud. And what's fucked up is like the lyrics were like, yo, Jesus died for our sins. I'm like, please stop equating this nigga to Jesus.
Nigga to Jesus, yo. Like, god damn.
It was like the end of Good Times and shit. What's going on, man?
So one of the things that was weird though in this last scene, I don't know if you guys noticed, as like they were getting out of the car and the cops were there and all this, one of the guys from Death Row was like, yo, I'm a cop.
cop.
And I was like, Was that dude an undercover cop this whole fucking time?
Yeah, he was on take. I remember hearing about him. Like, he's from the Rampart district. He was they implicated him in the Biggie shooting as well. And when Biggie got shot months later, yeah, like they had cops on the payroll for death row. I think that was affiliated. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like,
Do you think that Biggie's killing was directly in retaliation?
Yes. Hell yeah. And think about it too. Think about Straight Outta Compton. The part when Dre went into the room where he was in there wild out the dogs and shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, what the fuck's going on? He's like, oh yeah, one time? And dude was over there with the fucking, with his badge and his goddamn gun. Like, yeah, his cops just like, yo, he was on the take.
Wow.
But yeah, I definitely think Biggie died because Pac died. Yeah, I think all that shit was fucking linked.
It's really weird to think that two of the most prolific rappers, or at least the most popular, whether you like them or not, rappers of that era both died in a likely connected shooting. Like that's a wild thing to think about. Like that would be, who are the two biggest now? What? Drake and I guess maybe Kendrick.
Drake? No. I had to do it.
But like Drake and Kendrick, or like Kendrick and J. Cole both being murdered. Like that would be super weird.
Yeah, I blame Shook for all that bullshit. Getting dudes killed and making Puffy think he can fucking rap.
Equally both being offensive.
Shit. Rapping fucked up his fucking 100 goddamn bite.
13 songs.
That's a crazy
that nigga
amount.
Recorded. That's ridiculous.
I mean, he was a pretty prolific guy. Like, you know, love him or hate him, but like the dude was talented. I mean, he super was. So I think that is it for our All Eyes on Me
type of way
review.
I know y'all mad.
Are you guys?
This movie's fucking terrible, yo. Like,
is this movie better or worse than Notorious?
It's worse.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's way worse.
Micah, is this still the worst movie you've ever seen?
Well, in light that the copy that I had is not pieced together properly, I will say that this is, in fact, the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't give a fuck, yo. This is bad. This is really, really bad. And everybody involved should be offended.
Yeah, and Tupac fans should be offended.
Yeah, you really should be offended.
Yeah.
You probably are, because you're psychos. Like, Biggie fans don't think Biggie was a fucking prophet.
No.
Man, he predicted he was going to die. No, he didn't.
Guess what?
He didn't give
I'm
no
gonna die
dates.
too. Eventually.
Yeah, you keep talking all that shit on Haitian Jack.
Like, nah, you cool, bro.
Nah, you good.
Hey, Haitian Jack is fine. Haiti is, you know, I'm sure they're
The lovely
people
country.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful people, Haitian.
Haitian Jack for Alderman.
Alderman Jack.
Alderman Haitian Jack. He will get shit done or murder your enemies.
And you too, Walona.
Do you have a nose? Do you need it bitten off? All right, that is it for us. We will see you guys next week for another preview episode for Black and Black Cinema.
See ya.
Take it easy.
Bye. You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.